start, but
yeah, no, I almost just want to fucking roll the dice with him and just figure out what the fuck, what's what.
Yeah, for real.
And again, if he's only gonna be there a short time, it doesn't matter anyway.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm plusing my.
And it would also, I mean, like Tyson, I think would be excited by that. That would keep him engaged. So I really think that's probably the
move.
Yeah. White Claw. I thought that was for the ladies.
Come on, man. We're live, man.
Yeah, man.
Get in. No, come on, man. Oh, and he thinks you guys should switch, so he thinks Keith should come down.
Oh, yeah. I'll go.
Yeah. No, we literally, no. We just.
Oh, okay.
And this is the pre-show. Anything happens in the pre-show.
Nah,
Anything happens, period.
Okay.
Bubba was in
My
his,
bad, I'm sorry.
Bubba was in his feelings because I called him out for drinking a White Claw.
Oh, hey, I got a mic hard.
Oh my God, damn! I'm bringing tequila next week for you, you bitches. I got McDonald's Coke, and I'm the manliest man out here.
You definitely got some coke in you.
It ain't been that. You looking back, I can show you 50 to 30 videos, no jewelry on, black tee with 10.
I seen that.
You feel what I'm saying? So now it's like, this is what it is for real. You know what I'm saying? I done stayed down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said in the song, never had a deal, bought myself a chain, never heard it, I tucked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't from I ain't signed nothing to get these chains. Like, this out the mud, you know what I'm saying?
Big Tony, stay in my lane and out the way to keep myself focused. Do it for the fam if y'all.
Welcome back. You guys are back on the bench with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. That was Loose Cannon Takeoff, man, with a remix there. You can find that. That is on all streaming platforms. All right. I got the video off YouTube. Loose Cannon is doing some real good work, man. He's one of the hidden gems. I don't even think he's hidden no more.
Yeah.
Really. He's just putting in a lot of dope work. He's entering a different realm as far as Orlando all-time artist.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? He keep elevating. So shout out to Loose Cannon.
Cannon Gang.
Yes, sir. Cannon Gang.
My favorite cannon is the loose one.
We got Keith Chapman joining us today, man. NWO, New West Orlando.
Yo.
You got quite a few nicknames, man. What you typically go by? What's the most popular name people call?
I4 Chapman.
I4 Chapman because that's the IG name.
Yeah.
So that's because that's where the most work come in.
Mm-hmm. And if somebody like know me, or we went to school together, they know me Keith. You know what I'm saying? But I've been out of school for a minute now, so everybody on social media, so like I4 Chapman.
I4 Chapman.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I4 or Chapman.
Yeah. Put it together. So we got a really full, dope, fun show for you guys today, as normal. All right, so we're gonna be talking about Lizzo and the stuff she got going on. Pink has a thing with Trump, so we kind of stay away from politics the last 4 years or so, 5 years. But DeSantis is. And
now you're trying to draw me back in. What is this, Godfather 4?
Well, we're anti-Trump. We're not. You didn't say anti-DeSantis.
I'm anti him too. I'd like to
find,
see him drawn and quartered.
We'll find out today. Lil Meech, he's gotten into some stuff here. We're gonna get into that and a lot of other things as well, man. That we're gonna get into.
Lil Meech living.
Lil Meech out here living life.
He living.
Man. Why y'all folks mad?
Man, he was just trying to help his cousin with them groceries. Just trying to. Can't even be a good guy.
Can't even be a good guy. Keep Chapman, I4 Chapman. I'm gonna keep it like that because that's the IG name. We'll keep it like that, man.
You can say Chapman or whatever. It's shorter.
I had a question for you because is this so what you do, is it the New West Orlando, your brand? Is it a movement or is it a brand?
It's both. It's both. So the brand is New West Orlando. I have a trademark and everything like that. But like I said, it sounds just what it is. It's New West Orlando. You know what I'm saying?
Now, of course, you couldn't trademark NWO.
Yeah.
But just the whole thing.
That's I trademark New West Orlando.
Okay.
I said I don't want to trademark NWO.
know.
But no, I'm saying like I want to trademark what I'm promoting New West Orlando. That's what I have trademarked.
But you haven't ran into any like issues with NWO on things. Okay.
I said it's actually trademarked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They sent me the situation back. You know what I'm saying? Legal Zoom. Shout out to Legal Zoom.
Legal Zoom.
Yeah, shout out to Legal Zoom. Yeah, Legal
OJ's
Zoom.
boy Robert Shapiro was running that for a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
for real?
Yeah.
Legal Zoom.
So, are you affiliated with the NWO in the GM5 League? Or
Yeah.
no?
That's
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I got you.
Talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out.
Anything New West Orlando.
Yep. Anything New West Orlando. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog Bird. Bird, you know what I'm saying? Doing great things. That's family. So he was like, man, before I get a team in something else, like, bro, let me know. Of course. Of course. Bird still mad at me because I'm supposed to have he got some new uniforms.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to get some stuff to him. So man, shout out to Bird. You know, I love you, Bird.
So what would be the perfect way to describe what you're doing here in the city and the type of work that you do? How would you describe?
It's like all in one. It's like I'm help bringing unity in different kind of situations. And when I say unity, I ain't talking about just like, I'm saying like I have a lot of people that I know personally from a lot of different walks of life, you know what I'm saying, in different type of situations. So like, for instance, I went to high school at Olympia and Dr. Phillips, you know what I'm saying, went to Channel Lakes, you know, I went to Lakeview, different things like that. So I've been going to school and knowing people who's very successful who don't look like me for like, you know what I'm saying, a long period of time. So at the same time too, now when you mix in with more of like the urban, you know what I'm saying, type of crowd and the different type of situations, and you mix it to like, that's the type of unity I'm talking about bringing, you know what I'm saying? So we're now somebody looking at different situations to like, all right, well, somebody might not know Mr. Oni who owns all the Papa John's and Q-Doubles in Orlando, but Mr. Oni, he look at me as a son, right, and he seeing all the different things I'm doing, and he's like, oh, what's that? Oh, okay, yeah, so I did hear about, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So mixing it. So that's why I was saying, like, even with New West Orlando, like, how much growth that's going on in the city and different things like that. So, like, even on the, okay, where it's fun, like, entertainment side and different things like that, but now even deeper into the politics and really like, okay, well, the rent going up and how much 700,000 people are gonna be moving here in the next 15 years, and like the growth that actually was really going on, to and mixing it all into like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So it's like it's a brand, it's a movement, you know what I'm saying? It's a thing where like networking, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like for the growth, because real soon a lot of people not even really gonna be able to afford Orlando, and afford not even just with like financially, but like where people's mindsets is at, you know what I'm saying? Because if they expecting like, oh, Orlando, I've been here forever, like that ain't nothing, and then it just hit like, whoa, this is new, this is different, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because you not even from prior experiences, or you just seeing like, okay, people are like, they ain't on that type of thing, and then now you see like, look around, everybody who I grew up with, or they not probably around, or this ain't this people who I went to school with.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They buying up a lot of the hoods. They buying it up and pushing the brown people out, man. That's for sure. And it's a thing too where it's like knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge and relationships is like key. You know what I'm saying? So yes, all right. You see what's going on? It ain't a secret. It happens in every city. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So what, you gonna sit there and be like, oh, this was going on, and cry and wait to, or now, okay, try to go out there. If you don't have financial thing to do something, try to meet somebody. Try to figure out what to do. Try to do your part to help somebody else out. You know what I'm saying? Or try to, okay, look, if you see what's going on, not say join in, but try to figure out, okay, well, I'm at least hold this part down for us over here. Right. We ain't gonna sit there, we're gonna sit there and just cry like, oh, this is what's going on, this is going. It ain't gonna change either. Right.
Go meet somebody.
Yeah. No, that's a good point there. That's a good point. And you answered half of that. Mm-hmm. You answered half of my question, right? So
what's the other half?
So yeah, because that's the networking piece to I-4 Chapman, and you out there. Matter of fact, you just did a drive, right, for homeless.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. Love Thy Neighbor event. That was amazing. We did it right there on Terry Ave. It was so dope, and at the same time too, it was help from the community. You know what I'm saying? So I did something. You know what I'm saying? Like the Papa John's, they donated things. It was the organization Miles to Go. They donated 50 bags with different type of products in it. You know what I'm saying? It was a organization Called,
Did Overkink rent donate anything?
Huh?
No,
Did Overkink.com?
Oh no,
okay.
no. I don't think who's that?
That's sex toys, man.
Oh, hey, no, hey. Now look, that's another thing. We're so man, that's another topic. That's another topic. But yeah, it was so many different people from the community all just added in and more things to it. You know what I'm saying? Like we had we gave out over 35 35 boxes of pizza with different slices, of course. We had 10 pans of lasagna from We Are Lasagna organization. Pans of Carrabba's at that. You know what I'm saying? And then homegirl, she cooked like 5 pans of spaghetti, and it was just more and more different things. My boy from Red Bull, he donated a whole bunch of snacks from Publix. So it was a real deal community team effort, and we all came together, and it was an amazing event.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. So you have that. I have a commercial lined up. I'm gonna play in a little while about the DJ event you have coming up for all the DJs.
For sure.
But that's one half of it.
Mm-hmm.
The other half is the entertainment side eye for a Chapman.
Yeah.
And you get a lot of, sometimes you get a lot of flack and a lot of eyeballs, and it's always a connection with the people out there.
Mm-hmm.
What about that side?
I feel like that's
sometimes you get in trouble.
Well, and the thing is to how I'm the type of person where realistically I can look at myself in the mirror and be like, I can check myself. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like I walk in the room or something, like that, it could just be woke up from a nap. Bro, change your energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I can do that. So I know for a fact where like, okay, right is right, wrong is wrong type of situation. A lot of things that I do, it's nothing wrong with it. It's just for the fact that like somebody can pinpoint and saying, hey, I know this guy. So if it was like a blog site that did it, or if Complex did it, or anybody else did it, like, oh, okay, that's fine. But since I had math with this dude, man. Like, come on, Cap. So it's more of a like, I ain't doing nothing that any other quote unquote media blog site ain't doing. It's just that I can pinpoint.
And let me give the people an example, because I know some people that's probably watching and don't know what's going on. So this was one. This is one of them that you got a lot of flack for.
Yeah.
And you was going on live, and it was getting heated, and a lot of very popular, well-known artists in Orlando.
Everybody tapped in.
Was responding to you and making
Everybody
their own
tapped
videos.
in. No facts.
So this was like a top 15 artists in Orlando list that you put together and you put out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Strictly 2023.
Strictly 2023. Maybe some people didn't.
They didn't continue to read them because it's like they see, and it's like I ain't gonna say like a clickbait, but I already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact that people's attention span short. I know for a fact people don't read. You know what I'm saying? I already know this. So I did a top 15 artists in Orlando. Right, I did the artist, boom, the number, and then at the bottom, I put strictly 2023. Like, you know what I'm saying?
In fine print.
Right there at the bottom. If you keep on reading, you're going to see it, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's strictly 2023, and I only went off the numbers. I went off the numbers. I went off YouTube. I went off of the Spotify numbers. I went straight off the numbers. So it's not even just a personal opinion or like, I go to these clubs, so I hear these records, and then, okay, this is my homeboy. No, I went straight off the numbers. And, they ain't like that. They ain't like that at all. Now, like, it was funny. The people on the list didn't even really care as much as people who wasn't on the list.
Yeah. It wasn't like somebody was already, who was at number 10.
No, the people, you know what I'm saying?
The people that was
But that's how it's going to be.
Yeah, that's how it's
going to be for sure.
That's how it's going to be. So
it's always the excluded person that's going to feel like, whoa.
I ain't gonna lie. When I seen that, because, like, even in general, like, it is what it is, but I have always technically been like a known person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, I already knew kind of what it was gonna do, but once I seen like how much of the attention it really brought, I said, okay, y'all messed up. Y'all messed up. Y'all really care that much? Okay. All right, next. Okay, boom. Everybody waiting right now for me to drop the top 15 DJ list.
Yeah, they waiting.
Yeah, but I'm gonna drop.
Shout out to Levy or Warren.
Yeah, but I'm gonna drop the DJ list the day after I do the DJ festival. So like, hey, hey, if you wanna know what's really going on and like how we gonna pick it off, cause it like if it was, I got this much flack off of going off the numbers. Well, the DJ, there's no way you really can calculate that. It's all opinion based. You know what I'm saying? So I already know it's gonna be a problem. So if it's gonna be a problem, all right. Well, it's gonna be more of the best thing I can do. You know what I'm saying? Well, hey, after my community event, You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a DJ festival where we give it. It's basically gonna be like a media day for the DJs. You know what I'm saying? Type of situation. So I'm doing all the good. So when I drop the DJ list, hey, I already know it's coming. I know it's coming.
Now we passed this, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But is it fair to only go off the numbers when I'll give P.I. Bang 2 points out of the whatever 15 that he may hit, right? One is smaller artists do pay for views.
Yeah.
Not even small artists. Sometimes the big artists do,
yeah.
And it don't be the artist. If it's a big artist, it's not the artist, it's the label.
No, fact.
That's paying for views, paying for IG followers and stuff like that.
That's a fact.
So that's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing, is it fair to put artists on here that have engines behind them, like Tyler, like who's another one that have Danny and those guys. I'm not sure if Cudham. I think Cudham got
a deal. Pootie got a deal.
Yeah. So is it fair to put those guys on there that have an engine behind them and put D-Boy in the same, I feel like
the answer to your question is it depends on what we're doing. Are we trying to have the city on the entertainment side? Where we playing with the big boys, or are we talking about participation points for everybody? You know what I'm saying? Like we talk about when y'all say y'all are artists and y'all want to be like, all right, don't listen to Chris Brown this week. Boom, I'm dropping an album. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what y'all doing. This is what y'all promoting. Y'all promoting on the same platforms. Y'all promoting on the same situations. You want these same deals. You want the same situations. So now with media platforms, where we're like, oh, yeah, he's grinding, man. You heard him freestyle last night, man. That was good. Yeah. All right, that's cool. But we talking about what we speaking about. So if that's what we want to.
I think for what he did, it's the only way to do it. Like he has an empirical, neutral thing that says this is why I'm ranking him this way, and then what that does is let everybody's feelings go crazy, which is what you want to do with this. To create the debate. If it's completely like subjective, you're just another voice with all those other people, but you're just standing on here's the numbers.
These are the numbers, and people don't want to look at the numbers.
Right.
They don't want to. They don't want to look at. He was like, it was the artist. He said, man, you playing around, bro. I risk my freedom for this stuff, bro. I'm like, I hear you, bro. Like, I hear you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Respect to you and your dreams, but what else am I supposed to go off of? Like,
I was surprised to see Moot Boy that high if it was numbers 2023. That's my favorite.
And I ain't gonna lie, tell you the truth. The funny thing is, I made a mistake.
Oh, for real?
I made a mistake. It was an artist, like Best Believe was supposed to be on there.
Okay.
Strictly off the numbers.
Yeah.
And that's what really got him, because like the
East Side.
The whole, it was like, they was like, the city, different people was mad that I bought the list already. And then when I came out and I'm like, you know what? I apologize. Y'all right. I did make a mistake. They said, thank you. I'm like, Best Believe supposed to be on there. They're like, oh, they said, bro, what in the world you on, bro? I don't like that. I'm like, you right, bro. I'm like, strictly off the numbers, Best Believe was supposed to be on there. They ain't like that. They be like, oh, he's not from here, and he's from.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm like,
they do that with Best Believe, Casket.
I'm like, bro, I'm like, bro, look, I'm not checking nobody's birth certificate. If somebody, if a grown man verbally says he's from a certain city in a certain area, that's that. Like, what? Hold on. No, you from. I ain't doing all that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that. Like, okay, I ain't seen you at men's closet. All right, you're not from here. Like,
and Best Believe reps Orlando.
And he reps Orlando.
You know
what I'm saying?
What can you do?
So that's the So that was
that was hilarious.
Yeah,
that was a good one. And you're gonna run it back with the DJ.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and move straight into that. So then we get into some other stuff. So it's gonna be some audio playing.
Hey, it's going down. August 26th. Me and Big Disco got an amazing event coming up. It's going to be a DJ festival. What's a DJ festival, chap? A DJ festival where we're going to be sitting there honoring the DJs, giving the DJs their flowers, networking with the DJs. We're going to have the DJs on the podcast. We're going to have the DJs doing interviews. We're going to hear the knowledge the DJs have. We're going to mix the old school DJ with the new school DJs. We're going to have DJ sets where these DJs is going off. Like, these sets is ridiculous, just going off. And it's like, this real deal reassurance. The DJs know how raw they are, but real deal letting the DJs know, like, bro, y'all are the stars. Y'all are the rock stars. Y'all get all this thing going. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have a DJ festival. Me and Big Disco, August 26th at level 13. It's going down.
make sure y'all tap in. We is not playing it. Like Big Disco say, open it up.
Yeah, so it's taking place August 26th. Any DJ come? First of all.
Mm-hmm.
So any DJ can come.
Any DJ can come. All no matter what types of music play, you can do techno, you can do EDC, you can do, you know what I'm saying, EDM. I mean, like.
Do you have a limited number of spots though? We can only accommodate 12 or 15 or whatever.
So where now it's different type of vibe. So now any DJ can definitely come and get their interviews and speak and doing different kind of vibe like that. But then every DJ is not going to actually DJ be on the set.
Okay.
Yes. So we have a limited number of DJs who's actually going to, I guess, quote unquote perform. But we're going to have so much different type of situations and content going on to where it's going to be enough room and content for everybody.
Do you know off the top of your head? Do you know some of the names?
Yes, but I ain't gonna lie, because that's kind of like the next little. We're gonna do a flyer kind of thing. Like, oh, so and so gonna be there. Okay, cool. And you know what I'm saying. So that's the next kind of rollout of the promo.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's what's up. Man.
DJ DK gonna be there though.
Who that?
DJ DK.
DK.
Yeah.
I think I know DJ DK.
Man, DJ DK. I ain't gonna lie. Right now, he's basically like the people's champ.
Yeah.
On that DJ vibe, you know what I'm saying? Especially on like an urban, what I'm saying, hip hop kind of situation. It's DJ DK. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like a consistency, of course. You know what I'm saying? But DK is definitely in the running in the names because he do so much. He do weddings. He do events at schools. You know what I'm saying? He's not just limited it.
I'm just gonna throw a couple names out there. Livewire. Do you know that name? And did you extend the invite to him, DJ Livewire?
I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of like it doesn't ring off top of my head. Yeah, it don't top of my head.
I know. I saw you with Warren. I think he goes by what? DJ
Levy.
Okay,
yeah.
I know about Warren.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be invited.
Yep. Yeah. Of course. Me and Levy, we go back so far. You know what I'm saying? So Levy, he called me. He said I'm gonna be there and different things like that. So definitely you can expect a set from Levy.
What about 4D?
4D, I'm gonna definitely invite 4D, but 4D be booked up. He might be in Dominican Republic that week. You know what I'm saying? You never know. 4D be on the move.
Playing Bubba's house party.
Yeah, you never know. 4D be on the move.
Man. That's the family. That's my family, man. But that's what's up. I don't want to leave nobody out. I just wanted to.
Fact.
Yeah, so that's what's up. August 26th. If you're a DJ,
level 13.
Make sure you're there, man. Make sure you're there.
And the cool thing is, I know you about to go on a commercial real quick.
No, I was gonna ask, do they have to register, or can they just show up?
Yeah, so like you could definitely just show up. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to kind of be partake in some of the events and the things we got going on, me knowing you coming definitely helps me out. You know what I'm saying? Type of situation. So now the cool thing is to where now kind of look at like knock two birds out with one stone. So we got the DJ festival, but in the same night we're gonna have a smoke fest, meaning so it's gonna be a smoke fest where the like Alchemy Hookah Lounge is gonna be there with the hookahs, the vape pens are gonna be there, different smoke shops gonna be there, type of situation like that, cause they need the promo of like, hey, I just opened up a smoke shop over here, okay, boom, boom, I got these vape pens or type of hookah pens, you know what I'm saying, like even Alchemy Hookah Lounge. They open up a new location from Kirkman to now they over by I Drive. So now they're going to be promoting, letting everybody know what's going on and different situations like that.
Those things are so popular now. You see a smoke shop.
A smoke shop is crazy.
Corner.
Like it's like them little nicotine vape pen things.
People go crazy on.
It's huge. You seen what they the ones who paid the $1 million for Kodak and 6ix9ine thing. Like them vape pens go crazy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They like this age of cigarette.
Yeah.
Like you won't see you're not gonna see teenagers and such doing
right.
Be on the vape.
It sounds crazy. They said the vape pens took over the high school campuses.
Yeah.
They said them vape pens is everywhere.
Yeah.
One of my friends, he has a smoke shop, and I was in there. We was talking business. I was there probably maybe like 20 minutes. Over by like 8-9 different customers came in and bought a little smoke. He said, "Chap, he said these little things pay my mortgage." And he was serious, and I'm like, okay, cool. So that's why I'm like, oh, okay, well that'd be a good, tie in the little smoke fest and the hookah lounges and the
it's very popular.
Yeah.
If you can get in
the two events in one. Yeah. So them companies been hitting me up, DMing me. They super excited about it. So now they, hey, I never heard of DJ DK before. Okay, cool, boom. Now they can do business and now they can do situations and now they podcast. it's all teamwork. Yeah,
no, that's for sure.
For sure.
All righty. Once again, you guys are on the bench podcast with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. We're available on all, and I do mean all, podcast streaming platforms, including here on YouTube. Really quick here, I want to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Royal13thebrand.com.
I'm rocking the shirt today.
That's right.
Royal13.
Royal13thebrand.com. Use promo code Bubba Pink and be fresh for the rest of the summer heading to the fall. All right. I actually wore my roll shorts this past weekend. Got a little play. I don't want to say too much. Come
on, Bubba.
Yeah.
Speak it.
If you want to get some play, man, go to Warrior 13.
That part.
So what you're saying is, without the shorts, you would have gone home with a fucking cold shower. And maybe a tube of Vaseline.
No.
we gonna turn this conversation to somebody else who might be taking some cold showers soon.
Really?
You know what I mean? She might not have enough money to pay her hot water bill. So Lizzo's getting into some trouble, man.
No.
All right, so I'm gonna play a quick video, and you gotta excuse. It's the new thing, the new wave is AI, right? So it's two things. I want the people to listen because it's a Lizzo story. Then we're gonna talk about the Lizzo situation. But listen to this AI thing, because basically it's somebody typing up the words and the AI is just repeating.
With Chat GT.
Tell me what type of person you think is writing this for the AI to say. Okay?
Who's actually typing? That's what you're asking?
And I'm wrong. That's on Meech. That's on the Meech thing. Damn, I fucked that up.
Way to go.
This is not the AI thing.
Way to go, Bubba.
Hey, play it fuck up too.
But I'm gonna play the Lizzo. Yeah, play this fuck up too, for real.
Lizzo is being sued by 3 of her former dancers who are accusing her of sexual harassment and creating a toxic work environment. The lawsuit says the singer, who's known for celebrating body positivity, called attention to one of her dancers' weight and later fired her for recording a meeting due to medical issues. The suit alleges Lizzo also pressured dancers to touch nude performers at a club in Amsterdam and do other lewd acts. Additional claims were also brought against Lizzo's dance captain and her production company.
So, bro, hey, they know what they signed up for.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, they know
this
what they
is all
signed up for.
nonsense.
You think so?
Hell yes.
This is about some money you didn't get paid, or you didn't get the shine or dance on a award show or something. You know what you signed up for.
Lizzo's entire existence is predicated on being fat and toxic.
Mm-hmm.
So if you sign up to work for her, that's what you're in. What do you think you're getting into?
Not this.
What are you talking about? Wait, what?
Pushing.
Hold on. What do you get a group of young people with money on a road trip? They're not going to end up in a strip joint in Amsterdam?
Come on now.
Yes,
you know it.
You may.
And
yes.
and you're going to be sitting
A
there.
couple shots. Man, stop playing, girl.
Get up there and do that.
You tripping.
Dude, that's what you're there for.
Get up there and shake some ass. Not get up there and eat a banana out of motherfucking
We didn't get there yet.
I
thought she...
What she did? She grabbed her by her neck and forced her?
Exactly.
Or did she say, or she poured her another shot and said, hang out. Like, come on.
Nah, this is stupid.
Yeah,
this is stupid because...
And they just blackball themselves.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody going to work with you because they're like, oh, you mad about that, girl? You can't go on tour with us.
Yeah.
You can't come with us.
She's
But I'm saying, like, it doesn't take long for you to figure out the environment. Like, I mean, I know very little about Lizzo and, like, her dance team. But, like, the fact that they're going to strip clubs and flouting sexuality and being in that environment, that's pretty much her brand. Like, you can't expect it to be something else.
In fact.
That's ridiculous. And let's just say maybe you underestimated it. You get out there, and then it's like, hey, man, this is way more than, like, whatever. Just bow out. Like, don't hang out.
Yeah, it sounded like a female.
And sue people over this.
She said she forced her to eat a banana out the strip club.
I thought
that sounds like a good ass time. What the hell?
It does.
Oh, in Amsterdam, you know what I'm saying? Y'all probably made some good money. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all lit. You in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam is like a free place, so I hear too.
Yeah, like y'all probably was high.
Down the street,
You know what I'm saying? Y'all was having a good time.
I think heroin's legal there.
Yeah, it's like it's a free place, man.
Yeah,
I just don't understand. Like, you know, that's like that's good signing up to have a job at the Playboy Mansion and being offended by nudity.
Like, come on now.
Work.
It's 7 o'clock in the morning.
It's just dumb, man.
Yeah.
So as our lawyer on the show, you don't think this is going to?
They're going to make a claim out of it, and they're going to try and paint this picture. But I mean, to me, it's twofold. Like usually the star doesn't want to be drug into a trial and have things aired about them. So a 99% chance this settles for something. Should it settle for something small and stupid? 100%. Because there's just no way, you know, like you're going to be a part of her dance crew and whatever, and this is not what you do? Like, you had no idea? Did you just escape?
She went to the Laker game with her ass out.
Yeah. I mean, for real. Like, yeah, she posts, like, her content. That's what this is. Yeah. You know, I mean, if I was a jury, I would zip these bitches. Like, zip them. Like, nothing.
And then how did sexual assault from a female, like, it's definitely a double standard. If it's a dude, Chris Brown, Chris tripping again. Okay, sexual assault from a female.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, like, and again, you're as an individual, you can draw your own boundary and just say, hey, this ain't for me. I'm just gonna resign, whatever. Go find somebody to replace me. I'm gonna go do whatever. You don't stay on long enough that you now have to do a suit. Mm-hmm. I mean, 99% of the time, I bet you if you had video of everything they're talking about, they were having fun. They were laughing. They were whatever. And then something else happened.
Something.
That's not part of the suit. Like maybe somebody fucked their dude or maybe they're, whatever. Mm-hmm. They got shorted on some pay or they thought they were going to get something. They didn't get it. And now they're bitter about it. And now it's like, oh, wait. We did all this stuff, and now I'm going to say I was offended. I guarantee you, in the moment, those people were chilling. That was just another good night in Amsterdam.
And you messed it up for everybody now. Yeah. Now you're like, okay, NDAs for everybody.
Yeah, no. I mean, but again, I mean, the cost of defending these things and the keeping this in the spotlight is like it'll be worth it on some level for Lizzo to pay these people. And just keep it moving. But if it got to a trial, man, zip them up.
And I'm not sure how many it is, too.
I heard a number of 3.
Like 3?
But,
That's feasible.
It's the friends.
Yeah.
You gonna say something? I'm going to say something. You say something.
Yeah, I'll say something. You say
something. All right.
Yeah.
Forget it.
How much
actually,
she fired me anyway.
They actually did say one of them was fired.
Oh, yeah.
So, of course, that's what this is about. It's I hate stuff like this, man. I really do. Yeah. But people got to be accountable for stuff, and it's like if you're gonna be a part of Lizzo's traveling circus, then recognize it's a circus, man.
What about the part of like she's body shaming some of those girls?
That's funny.
It's hilarious. And you really are offended.
You're bigger than any offensive tackle in the NFL.
Stop it.
And you're gonna body shame people.
Yeah, like how did that work? Like, girl, you too skinny. Yeah. That's too much ass over there, girl.
Chap, they ain't grow up in Orlando and ride the school bus.
What? No. What?
You got to know how to crack, man.
You got to know how to defend yourself. Like, what? That was like one of the first things so I have a little sister. And she ain't little no more, but she's younger than me. That was like one of the first things I taught her. How to crack. Mm-hmm. I promise. And then she got so good to her, like, okay, you got it. Like, but that's one of the first things. Like, you got to know, like, you about to go around a lot of different kids. And they're going to say any and everything. You got to know how to defend yourself. They see that you kind of, off a couple words, they're going to back up off you just a little bit. If they keep pressing, but you're going to even have reinforcement with you because they be like, all right, you know how to make somebody laugh.
Right.
So, yeah, defend yourself.
Big facts.
It is really so underrated, like how you conduct yourself. Maybe it's having a sense of humor or sharp tongue or whatever. But, like, that dictates what the behavior that comes your way.
Yeah.
And, and I think a lot of times people that get, like, bullied, unfortunately, they just don't have the tools to like kind of combat it at an earlier stage, and they really just kind of get like just knocked down.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get up when you get that far. But like again, if you have, if you just have something going for you, maybe a good sense of humor, maybe you're like an athlete, maybe you're whatever, and it just keeps people off for the most part.
Yeah, it does.
And you got phones nowadays, so that's such a cheat code to where you can real deal be the lamest person in the world in your own way. Just lame, but if you got a certain amount of followers, and then like you're cool. You don't know. You don't have to have no interaction with anybody.
That's
like
true,
nobody got to know anything about you. They don't got to. You can edit it to where over and over and over you post. Oh, he's the guy. He had 380,000 followers. I'm like, okay. In school, you lit. You lit. Hey, you can repost me. Yeah, okay, cool. Bet you're straight. The phones is a cheat code.
Facts. All right, so from one trending story to the next, this is the one with that.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. I want you to see, like, if you can hear, like, the tone that they're using and what type of person this is. Okay, so where is that? Where you at?
Do you know what type of person it is now?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay.
I just have a strong idea.
I am guessing this is about this video that was caught on a Ring camera at a residence in Houston, Texas, with Lil Meech going inside of a female's apartment. In response, Lil Meech said that he was just helping his cousin with her groceries.
Damn, I can't help my cousin bring the bags in the house. We went to the grocery store, man.
By looking at the video, I didn't see any groceries being carried into the apartment, but if you pay attention to the time on the camera from when he made it there and left, Meech was only there for about 15 minutes. Let's take a look at something else Summer Walker had to say in regards to her breakup with Lil Meech. She said, "It's just crazy how a man will really try to pursue you for 2 years, make you meet his whole family, wanna be around you and your kids all day, and pay bills, just to embarrass you to the world. I don't understand men, but I'ma give it to God." What a lot of women don't understand is, men love the chase. Once they get you, the chase is over, and they usually move on to the next female. He will still keep you around, because he's not ready to let you go, but he will still mess around with other women. And in Lil Meech's case, he is still very young, he's not ready to settle down and be a family man. He's only 23, and most guys his age are not ready to be with one woman.
I just thought that was funny, man.
I didn't know what you were talking about. That voice stuff.
Yeah.
I hate stuff with that.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's so mechanical and like just awful. It's a distraction from whatever the story is. But it was fun. Like the last segment then when it was just like that just was like some
It sounded like the
angry bitter woman.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, man.
it sounded like somebody like edited to it. Like, okay, whoever the editor was, they had a picture like, okay, Lil Meech got caught, whatever like that. You know, the GTR or whatever, and they said it, and then that's what came out.
Exactly.
They're like, I don't see a problem, man. I don't see a problem with it.
You don't see a problem?
I don't see a problem with it. They're not married. You know what I'm saying? I already looked at it. If you're not married, if you're not married, you're single.
It said they're broken up.
Now.
But was this incident the reason they broke up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, that puts it a little bit different.
But I said they single. They both single in general. I said if you're not married, you're single. You know what I'm saying? And then especially in that entertainment world stuff. Come on, man, y'all stupid. Man. Y'all know everybody hanging out with everybody. Like, come on now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's kind of what we talked about with Drake last week. With the if he ever settles down, it's not going to be with another like celebrity person at all.
Come on now, you don't.
Those Ring cameras do a lot of damage.
What?
Man.
I'm trying to tell you. I know somebody who looked.
It wasn't even hers.
It wasn't even hers. It was across the
street. Yeah.
Nah, I ain't lie. Only thing though. Like even if somebody care or don't care, but that could be dangerous now. Like we know it's you.
Yeah.
I know it's you. That you just messed up my situation. Now I have to say if it was like a money thing to where now divorce come in and I got a split house or but that's kind of dangerous now just because you trying to get some clout.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the way those cameras work, it catches way more than it needs to.
And then the semantics of it, of like, because I had a Ring camera before, especially when I was in Atlanta and living in the house. So if nothing's going on, you're not fucking checking the Ring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What prompts you to check it?
What prompts that person? I'm thinking maybe she went over there. She went over there to get the footage. You understand?
Could be.
Why would this person be checking at that particular time, or rewind it to check. I don't.
Or
like,
well, I mean,
Or it could be a dude who like, man, I've been trying to holler at you. Yo, Green, she might be getting money from him or something. Like, oh, okay, you gonna do this to me like that? All right, you little thick ass.
yeah, you're right. There's a lot of angles to that. It could be a dude that's trying to get with that chick who's not happy. It could also be like just somebody who like recognizes him and is like, yo, he was in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with that?
Cause they do get the text message. You know, you get the alert of the.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, what?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah,
Hold on,
that's
ain't
true.
that little Meech?
Yeah.
But either way, it's still like, bro, that ain't that, not for no clout. Like, you went viral, now you finna write a book. Like, what are you finna get
What's
out
the
of the
end game?
situation?
Yeah, what's the end game
like,
of it?
I'm gonna inbox him first.
But then still, I know it's you. Like, I know it's you. I'm gonna give you your money. But how much money you want?
But also, like, how can we not verify the story a little bit more? He's straight up going, "That's my cousin."
Yeah.
Like, that can be figured out. Like
It
that's.
could.
I mean,
we know that was a joke. Like,
You know what I'm saying? You can tell, like, you know, you tell when somebody want to tell a joke, like they little top lip, like he said, like, oh, okay, too. It was funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like his response, like, bro, you ain't got no groceries in your hand. Like, what?
that was actually the funniest part of the voice.
And the funniest thing is the nigga was in there for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You like, well, you already know. Bitch, I gotta go. Come on, hurry up. She texting me now.
I was gonna. I mean, like, I'm
One
like,
day, he
yeah.
had no honey pack.
As soon as they said the 15 minutes, I'm like, that's time for a quick round.
Yeah, I mean, straight to. And then the funny thing they put on it was like a meme from the episode of BMF when the dad smashed the whatever, like the side chick type of thing. It was like a quick. He had a. Like, yeah, he just smashed her quick. So he like, oh, like father like son. So it was a funny thing, yeah.
They did put out some interesting stuff afterwards. Like, for example, when she came and like pretty much saw him on his way, she was in full clothes, the same clothes that she entered the door with. If you go to a chick house and smash her, she's not gonna put on the same exact
Right,
stuff.
or not put on all of the
No. But this is a quick.
She just lifted up or lifted down.
Like, yo, like that was like one. This ain't no get comfortable. They was in there 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yo, this is. He said, "I'm playing no games with you. I gave you your money that you want. Stop it." And he probably and underneath his arm, he was like probably the little the bottle. You know what I'm saying? He had the little bottle. Take a shot. Come on. He already most likely probably already hung out a little bit.
That probably was a random chick. Houston is different.
You see how thick she was? That's not no regular female. Like, no. As soon as you seen her and then you seen me, she's like, oh, I see what's going on.
You see what's going on.
You can tell when it's like the body frame of a female, and then who they quote unquote with. You like, okay, I see what's going on.
That's why
here.
it wouldn't really like. You can't really come up with a probable story to your girl. Like.
And then you find out through social media.
Yeah.
Like you ain't get busted because she seen your phone. You ain't get busted because she a DM. You got busted through a ring cam through Instagram.
Like she saw it on.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. That is
like that's a bad. Like that's
tough, man.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's why I said it's not safe. Like, cause you don't know the magnitude of like, okay, what's really going on. So you just trying to get some clout, and you, bro, I know this is your door, like. Your door. Okay, cool. What goes on now? I don't think it's the smartest move.
The thing about him, and because he's so young, he's a good actor. He's on one of the, the biggest and best shows on TV. Like, he's gonna get a lot of them.
Yeah,
and of course, and that's what I'm saying. Like, even from. And just from who your dad is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now that the stories out, like, okay, who your dad is and what you guys are about, that's written. That's like basically like a blueprint of hip hop culture right now. So now the hip hop culture, you're like, okay, it's a blueprint of your dad's a real one, but then like not like a black Pablo Escobar. You know what I'm saying? He's in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? You're on TV. Y'all have all this money. Oh, yes, what though? Come on, Summer. Stop it. You know what's going on.
But it does, and it begs the question, like, why are you even trying to have relationships if that's your situation? If you're 23 years old, rising star, new money, because
I'm trying to run them, because certain ones, all right, we got to go together. Summer Walker, you can't just like, I'm about to smash Summer Walker and all right, on about your business.
You gonna have to look,
yeah.
baby. You know I love you, girl. Stop that. You gonna have to, water them down for some of them.
Everybody not Drake, Pink.
Yeah, you ain't.
Some of them gotta lock you up. Gotta lock these women up.
Cause I got, I got stuff going on too. Now I can't. If my image just be going down like, oh, I just got beat down by this person. Okay, now I'm beat down by this person. Your image even go down a little bit unless you promote it to. But that's not what you really promoting. You promoting the boss bitch, like I got my own.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's what you feel promoting.
I just don't.
I don't get it either.
And at the end of the day, who cares? Like you're
fans.
23 years old. Well, what's the?
Well, not Meech fans. Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
no, this promo for Lil Meech.
Yeah.
But for both of them. Because some are going to come out with an album.
And then
a
a female
album.
girl.
Yeah.
They ain't shit, girl.
And that's why a lot of this stuff feels contrived anyway.
It is.
It's just
probably labels and, okay, look, y'all going to get together. Boom, who?
Then we'll have, then somebody
50
eventually
Cent is
fuck it
all
up.
written all over it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to get, okay. Also, that could be too. It could have been set up by the labels. All right, look. We're going to get the ring cam. Y'all going to, whatever. It's good promo for both sides. It's good promo.
Nah, it really does feel.
Ain't no kids involved. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's married.
Yeah.
It look good. Summer, go ahead, drop a single.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody wins.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Everybody wins.
it's not even a story.
Yeah. At all.
No, I resent that these things are stories because they're stupid.
Yeah.
Like, who cares who two 23-year-olds are fucking? Like, in all seriousness, it does not matter.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Once again, you guys are on the bench podcast with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. That was a little mayhem there. Let's go to, we do a segment called Start a Bench with Coach Pink. All right. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to give Pink 60 seconds to respond to some of the other trending topics that's happening in sports, music, and entertainment. And then we're going to judge him on his comments. All right. All right.
This ain't Planet Fitness. You can judge me.
So we got a few things to talk about. It's a little small on the screen today. My eyes are bad. Real quick to the chat. Shout out to Ebony. What's going on, Ebony? Then we got PJ, your starting point guard for NWO GM5 team. He chiming in. What's going on?
What's up, PJ?
Yes, sir. And let me see here. I was just talking about how good my vision was the other day.
Really?
All right, so.
Did it to yourself.
Alrighty, so we got a Blueface, who is an artist, California artist, matter of fact. Start a bench on Blueface.
I've heard the name, but let's see what this clown is up to.
Yeah, he does a lot of clownish stuff too, man. Okay, so Blueface says that he he tells his 6-year-old son that he'll be upset if he comes out to be gay.
Tells his 6-year-old son that he will be upset as the father if you come out gay. Probably another 100 million dads in the country are saying the same fucking thing. Like, I don't know. I mean, if he wants to suck some dick, he's going to suck it. So, like, you admonishing him at 6 years old ain't going to stop that train if it leaves the station. So, just let things happen, man.
And how did that come out? He said it like he was on live, and then he said it.
Yeah.
Well, you're on live, so you want that to come out, type of situation, promo wise. But
I mean,
what's so called bad about it?
I would never do. Like, I'm not going to tell a 6-year-old kid who has really probably no concept of sexuality at all.
At all.
Like, hey, man.
He's talking about Ninja Turtles and stuff. He's not like, what?
Guy's worried about his favorite dinosaur.
Yeah. You don't know what's going on at all.
It's just stupid. It's in that category of stuff that the older person says for his own, like, ego and benefit.
Yeah.
Because it's falling on deaf ears with a 6-year-old. He doesn't have the frame of reference to figure any of that out.
Time.
At all.
For sure.
At all.
Alrighty, Clemson linebacker. I think you're a little familiar with this story.
Yeah, he wild.
Oh, yeah. This is, man, this guy.
So, Clemson linebacker T.J. Dudley was dismissed for selling pictures of unsuspecting teammates in locker room via OnlyFans. He was making some money.
That's wild.
He's a hustler.
Nah,
I don't respect that.
That's a little wild.
That's
you taking pictures of other people's thing
without their knowledge, and then you're profiting off of it.
Then it's like you just got like pictures full of things in your phone.
That's true,
as a dude.
too.
Like, that's wild.
That's like when somebody has to give a stool sample at the doctor. Like, you got to ride with your own dookie to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not riding with a bunch of my boys' dick pics.
That's
Like,
crazy.
that's just crazy.
That's like, you know, like certain things like what money wise. He can be making whatever he want to make, but just having a phone full of things that you like. Hey, boy, you ain't know, boy. You made me $500 last night.
And you know, like he's
you know.
he's sitting there in the linebacker meeting, like looking over at somebody,
Yeah.
thinking, "Man, that guy made me $800 last night."
What? And then you're lining up like, okay, the different things. Like, all right, we know for a fact team meetings at 5:30. Okay, cool. Boom. Shower is gonna be at this time. Phone gonna be charged. Like, you like, bruh, what you got? Like, nah, yeah, you got
Dude,
it.
that guy.
Yeah. He honestly, tell you the truth, he might as well just like on like to stop playing the football situation and then go in that direction of whatever is porn thing, because it's like even moving forward, bro. I ain't gonna never want you around me. You know what I'm saying, on that type of tip. Then on the football side of stuff, to where like,
Dude, this dude is he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He's not a trustworthy. I mean, he's just a bad person. Like, to do that, like, without disclosing it to anybody, profiting off of these guys. Like, there's no redeemable quality about any of his conduct. I hope he's kicked off the team. I hope he gets a drug addiction and a terminal illness.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And, like, the whole trifecta, man.
Yeah, like,
you can't bring enough bad stuff on this guy.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do that will be like, oh man, that's too bad. No, it's good. All good.
I'll let y'all go a little over on that one.
Yeah,
Nicki Minaj started a bitch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This bitch makes it on every show.
We ain't talked about her in a whole month, man.
What she did?
Nothing useful. She ain't died yet. That's what I'm waiting for.
So Nicki gives Pink Friday 2, her next upcoming album, an update for her fans. She calls it a masterpiece that'll save mankind.
Well, it must be a Lauryn Hill type of album.
It ain't. It's just another batch of 12 shitty songs. Like, this is so stupid. Why do people listen to her? Why do they care what she has to say?
I don't know, Nicki,
Okay.
She's not okay.
So you're a Cardi B?
She's not.
You're a Cardi B fan or something?
There is not a female rapper alive that I have an ounce of respect for.
And I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that a little later. That's the next.
You said never, like none in the history, or you talking about like right now? Who's
that he
rapping?
hasn't heard. That he hasn't heard. Because
That's
all
not-
of them, they.
No, I'm saying like, so for instance, like artists like Lauryn Hill or Missy Elliott.
I don't consider Lauryn Hill like a rapper. She is one of the most talented. She's a brilliant artist. Brilliant.
She a
artist.
rapper though.
She can rap, but she can also sing. I actually prefer singing to rapping that way. But no, she's a transcendent talent, real special. But no, like the pure rappers who just there's just not.
You talking about like Sexy Reds and stuff?
Yeah,
They're out of town. Like it was not around.
I didn't even know her name, so when but I just knew it was BS. When you,
Sexy Red.
You can tell by the name.
yeah, you just tell
Like
me.
Lauryn Hill, I'm Lauryn Hill. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Sexy Red. Oh, you the booty hole brown girl? Okay, booty hole brown girl.
Like just that whole. I don't relate to those songs, man.
Yeah.
The content doesn't mean shit to me, man.
Well, sometimes I relate, but it's still shitty.
Yeah, it's just not. It's just not
But
good.
we circling back to that in the next thing, so we'll come back to that. All right. Bradley Beal started bench.
Oh, I know this. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so Bradley Beal was at a camp, summer camp with these kids, and a 16-year-old, 6'8" though, high school prospect. He's 16. Cooper Flag.
Him.
Yeah. Supposedly got the best of Bradley Beal in a one-on-one, so much so that Bradley Beal was cursing, going at him. He was upset about him.
Almost went full John Moran.
Almost came to blows. And this 16-year-old white kid, man, was giving Bradley Beal the business.
Yeah, Cooper Flag is highly.
He's him.
No,
he will give a lot, because what Bradley Beal was like 6'3", 6'4".
Probably something like that. Yeah.
He's killing him. From this, I can tell. Like, now I know the Flag guy probably got to guard Bradley Beal too, but at the same time too, you got to guard me too. Yeah. Man,
he got the ball first.
Bradley Beal's not known for this amazing defense
Yeah.
type of situation, and that Flag kid, I seen a few of his. he's 6'10" and growing.
Yeah, no,
doing everything.
He's a real deal guy. I mean, this is a guy that's gonna be in the league.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about some random 16-year-old at a tournament. He is a real dude. If he's not the top prospect in his class, he's top 3 to 5. And for him to get some buckets on an NBA guy who's not known as a defender and who probably slept walk into it, like wasn't going hard, absolutely. But the sweetest thing about this though is it's Bradley Beal, and he gave that speech to the AAU team about you're gonna have to guard me.
Yeah,
like for him to get picked off by a high school kid, and I mean, granted,
the speech would have been different though if Flag was sitting in that. He's talking to y'all like you can't guard me, boy. Like, I know you can't guard me. Yeah, I mean, you got 3 stars. Like, no, this Flag kid, he's him.
Flag could be there, and you can't guard me either.
If he was in the draft like this year, he would have been drafted like probably top something if he was in the draft this year in high school.
What's interesting and credit to him and a boost to him because he's a guy like I didn't know about him at all.
Oh really?
Story.
Oh no, yeah, I've heard the name.
Now he comes on
and
the
he's
radar.
from Maine.
He comes on the radar from guys like me. Yeah, I see him with the Maine.
Yeah, and he's from Maine.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yes,
that is those things, man. Like when you look at some guys from certain places and you're like, how the hell do you get so good?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like I always look at Jason Williams and Randy Moss growing up in the middle of West Virginia, and you're like, how the hell? Like what? How does this happen?
And Randy was a crazy.
It just don't. Yeah, I know. Like that's what I'm saying.
Track
like just
basketball.
makes no sense. You know. But every once in a while it happens like that.
Yeah. He's a nice one.
Meek Mill started bench.
Start him.
Similar to what we were talking about before. So Meek Mill claims that labels pay rappers more to rap about ignorant stuff.
Makes sense. This is a big business. Everybody eats off of the hip hop culture of the negativity from the funeral people, insurance companies, prisons. Everybody eats from. Oh, we got another record. Yeah, so I bet they all them lawyers, everybody, they all hang out together anyway.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't think he's saying anything that's not true. It's just, if you think about it, like now, the music itself has evolved technically, but you're literally like the base subject matter hasn't in 40 years of hip hop. Like,
and now there's the number one genre.
There's a reason for that. I mean, there's always guys that are kind of outside of that, but that's still like a core element of hip hop music, and it's 40 years strong now. Yeah. It's not changing, and it really does. I mean, like how many murders have we talked about on this show? Yeah. Like of guys just getting killed in stupid situations, like hip hop guys. It's just it's crazy. It feeds itself, and you're 40 years into hip hop music, and this is still where it's at. There's a reason why.
I always thought it was interesting when those the Jacksonville guys, Folio and the other guy come out with those, and they got those crazy samples cleared.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure, making my way down.
Yeah.
What's that girl name again?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure she didn't clear it. I'm sure the label. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
And the crazy thing is, it sounds so bad. Or that's why even where I get a lot of, all the stuff like I be doing, but it makes sense for the people who wants to push the situation. It just only don't make sense in the black community on the side of different things like that. What we promote is money. Ain't no morals anymore. Ain't no respect. Ain't none of that stuff no more. It's about money. You know what I'm saying? If I post God bless you in the morning, might get 10 likes, you know what I'm saying, 2 shares.
I ain't liking it.
But then if I post a fight of so-and-so got in a fight last night, it's going viral.
Video in the comments.
Everybody, hey, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? And it gets all these different shares, all these comments and all that. It's like kind of like the same thing. It makes sense for who's promoting it, but then, we just take the bag because,
I don't blame the labels though. I blame the artists. But then, I don't blame the artists negatively.
A lot of times the art. I mean, like the artist is sitting here, they're grinding their ass off to get a deal. They get a deal, and here's what we want you to do. Why don't you try this?
No. I don't think that's what's going on.
Really?
I don't think that's what's going on. I don't think the labels are telling these guys what to make. I think they're just incentivizing.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
it's not like
if you make a record, if you make X record and that's negative and that's promoting violence and killing folks, like that's the checks. More checks are going to be geared towards that. And then when you make a whatever, a love song.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying, like, it's already out there. You already see successful people that are making money, and these are the songs that they're making. Like the machine is rolling already.
We ain't got to keep having conversations with y'all. Y'all see what's going on.
This machine has been.
You're not taking some guy that's 19 years old dressing like a hippie at Woodstock and rapping about spacey crap and saying, hey, here's what we're gonna do. Right. But like it's already there. It's already like a major pathway, and people are just all too welcome to go down it.
That's why they have the main people. They have the NBA and Young Boys. Okay, cool. They have the Kodaks. You know what I'm saying? Where now everybody keep looking at them, and then we just keep changing up with y'all. And now, I want to make it sound like you go on YouTube. They say beats like so and so and different.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Same thing.
But it's bigger than the music. I mean, it's like some of the things we've just talked about on this show. These stories of like a viral story about some guy like spending 15 minutes at a chick's house when he's in a relationship. Yeah. Who cares? But we're just fed this stuff, and there's a group of people out there that react to it, and then then the media outlets feel like, hey, we just give this. Our own ignorance and small minds basically dictate the content that we receive, because we're consuming it and we're talking about it, and that's on some level gets to money. And if you don't have to be any better than that, you're not.
Yeah, and it sounds so bad. It's only in the black community. It ain't like in no other community that's like it's just us. We the only ones that really gon'. It's just us. It sounds so bad, but it is what it is.
But I don't blame those guys.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds they're not in the wrong.
I don't blame those artists. Like when you come from a place, you're so fucking.
Oh, you talking
poor.
about
I don't blame the artists so much because you're so fucking poor. You just want to make some money, man.
But it's like this though, right? So this where like not where you blaming the artist, because at the same time too, like you get your money how you get your money. Anybody who's sitting there on a podcast drinking a Mike Hart lemonade can tell somebody turn down a $5 million deal. You know what I'm saying, and not rap like this. Easy for you to say that, but it's knowledge and information to where you know for a fact. Okay, look, I know I'm gonna have to go through this. I already know it's already somebody who already probably been through this. Look, you do this, get your money, boom. But then when you get your money, you can sit there and now do this, this, and this. But it's not that. It's just more of like a cycle. Okay, here go another one. Okay, here go another one. Here go another one. And then when you see the older ones who you looked up to, like a Jeezy or a Boosie, and then you see them totally changed, now you ain't speaking about this or trap or die or prison or anything anymore, and you like, they fake. Now I ain't listening to that. Let's keep going. Like, you don't see that these niggas was like one of the realest, quote unquote,
that's 100%.
and they changed their lifestyle. They talking about real estate. They talking about business. But you still saying, I gotta spend my time now on the block. I gotta do.
Nah, that's a crazy point though.
Look at this.
That like I don't like mogul Jay-Z. Like it's just not appealing to me. But I liked early Jay-Z. Like it resonated. It felt authentic. But the reality is, that's his life now. That's his authenticity. I may not like it or whatever, but it's what it is. Yeah. And you get like Jeezy and some of these other guys. I mean, he's 40 freaking years old and he's got a bunch of money, and like your your day-to-day concerns are totally different than when you're 22 years old and 23 and can't pay your rent.
You know who's like the oldest rapper that that nigga good at what he do? Future. People don't even realize Future like 43 years old. Yeah. But if you hear his music, you'll think this nigga like 23. You like,
that's a good point.
This you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he's great. Ain't no hair growing in his face. He keeps toxic. Street, you know what I'm saying? It sounds so good. Like, oh yeah, Future coming with another one. Like this nigga like 50. Like what?
He's like
I don't see a corner for him to turn.
But he's like, I was talking to somebody like with country artists. Like country artists, you could be the same guy like for your whole career. Wear your cowboy hat, sing this and that. Like Future and hip hop is so brutal. It usually doesn't let you do that. No. But Future is actually like an example of like, that's it. He's just this.
Oddly enough,
and it's still
Future
working.
And Drake. Future and Drake.
But Drake's still not even at Future's age yet, though.
No,
he ain't even close.
But I think he can maintain throughout to whatever.
Oh no, he's gonna even be bigger than that because
Drake's already more diversified.
He's more.
He just does a lot of different things stylistically.
Future is like one lane, one.
Yeah, like Future came from the trap,
There's
like,
no other gears.
like you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Future came from the trap rap in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Drake came from the Grassy type of vibe and Lil Wayne. So it's like, okay. Like if you hear in the morning that Drake ran for presidency in Canada, it won't surprise you.
Yeah. No,
I can see that.
No, he's at a place where, and this is the benefit of being that big. Like you could kind of do anything, and you're already to the point where like there's already Drake haters, there's Drake stans. But it just doesn't matter anymore. There's so many of everything. You know,
it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger got so big. It's like fuck it, I'll be governor.
Why not? Why not?
Like,
what can I? I'll be back.
Yeah. No, that's
all right,
true.
The last one here, we definitely went super long on that one, but it was good. The last one here is Kyrie.
What do we got from Kyrie?
All right, so the main thing in the news, and he reacted to on Twitter, was a fan said, basically, you haven't been anything since leaving LeBron. So they got this.
Facts.
They had this big chart on Twitter. From 2017 to now.
Oh yeah, all of his season performances.
All these different teams, all these different performances, all these different failures, and he's been on awesome teams. I mean, you're talking about Boston, you're talking about Brooklyn, you're talking about the Dallas. You know what I mean? So what do you think about that?
I think it's revealing, and it's an important perspective to note. It is facts. I think the artistry of Kyrie carries him really far. But when you break it down to, and this is why I've never been comfortable with him being a face of franchise or top 2 star on your team, because he's just not that guy. He's not healthy enough. He's not consistent enough. He's not invested enough to be that guy, and he's never gonna lead a team anywhere far.
And look, this is the thing though. I ain't gonna lie, Kyrie's that guy, but the only problem is even me being a LeBron fan, all what Kyrie going through, that's his fault. Because LeBron had you so well and perfect to where, like, now where you got to your ego to be like, I don't have to tell you that I'm leaving. Like, you don't got to tell me that you want to leave because, you know, you are grown, but it would kind of be like you didn't get a Nike contract until I kind of got here. You know what I'm saying? You was already that guy until I got here, and then it did nothing. And then when I got here, got you the rings. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even Kyrie's behavior is what kind of, like, makes Kyrie, quote-unquote, kind of not look like that guy. But as into on the position of, like, point guards, there's very few point guards that you say, okay, I'll take him over Kyrie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like he is basketball art, but that's all he is. He's something you hang on a wall and look at. He's not a guy that wins. Winning is a different grind. Yeah. It's a different craft, and he's not part of that.
Yeah.
And you just, I mean, anybody that understands
proven too
gets that. Yeah. It's like he's not. Like you send him to Dallas, the team actually goes downhill. Could we put together a hell of a Dallas highlight reel for Kyrie? Sure. Does it fucking matter in the big picture? No.
And the funniest thing about that Dallas thing is that they kept saying, "Oh, we shouldn't have got rid of the guy who went to New York Knicks."
Brunson.
Yeah. But who in the basketball community, name one soul that would say they'll pick Brunson over Kyrie?
Nobody.
Name one soul.
Nobody.
Right. People swear by Kyrie. I'm not a Kyrie guy, but people in the basketball community swear by Kyrie.
It's very few point guards in the history, like, quote unquote, not like a Magic Johnson or something like that, but it's very few point guards you can sit there and say, I'm going to take over Kyrie just off the position. Now, when you say leading the team and all the extra stuff, that's different.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But it's different, but it's a part.
It's part of the game. You need it.
But I think people are blinded by skill set. Yeah. And we see it like again, we do these men's league things and whatever, and it's like people throw names out there and they're talented guys, but like a lot of times you could just look at it, that's not going to work. Like you can't have those 4 guys on the same team, and there's an art and a craft to building teams that function together. And there's a separate craft of what Kyrie does, and that's basketball skill.
Yeah.
And there's very few better that have ever lived. But it does not translate into like consistent winning 50, 55 games a year and contending every year. You know, and yeah, I mean, if you can't see that, you should probably stop watching basketball.
Is he a Hall of Fame player right now?
For sure.
He is.
For sure.
He is.
What makes him a Hall of Fame?
The rings
The
that LeBron gave you.
One.
The Game 7 shot and the artistry. Like you can't celebrate basketball without celebrating what he can do. You can't. I mean, he's got a skill set that's in a lot of ways unmatched. It's innovative, it's creative, and that's part of what we want to celebrate with the game. And that's okay to celebrate both.
Would you say Isaiah Thomas is a Hall of Fame?
Isaiah Thomas is a Hall of Famer,
but he's not better than Kyrie though.
You know who's not? I would challenge you on that, but that's fair. That's a fair statement. But Rob Horry had a big Game 7. He's won a championship.
He has what? How many rings Horry got?
Yeah, but
he has a lot though.
In particular, one Game 7 when he was with the.
He had more than one Game 7 though.
I know. But there's one particular is huge.
It's that again.
What's the difference here?
That was beating the 73-9 Warriors in a comeback fashion and hitting an iconic shot over Steph Curry. Yeah. That is a signature moment, but the weight of it, the bigger weight of it, is his basketball artistry.
Because you can't name.
There's no artistry in Robert
in the Hall
Horry.
of Fame. Okay, so let's say like a John Stockton. Is John Stockton Hall of Fame?
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
John Stockton is not better than Kyrie Irving though.
I don't know.
Depends on what you want to do.
I don't know that, man.
No, I'm talking of like point guard now.
No, I'm saying like no.
I understand what you're saying. Skill set wise, like just based off skills, being able to play basketball at whatever position, Kyrie is going to be one of the best at whoever you compare him to, whatever. The problem is that's like 25% of what the fuck is going on in basketball. And I wouldn't put him in the Hall of Fame. Do I think he's going to go in the Hall of Fame? 1,000%. But I wouldn't put him in there.
I would. His level of skill warrants him being there. And the fact that he does have a title, and he was big in that moment.
His skill set hasn't even led to individual awards.
Okay, so what about
that?
Okay,
what top 3 MVP finishes? What top 5 MVP?
No, I get it.
Would you put Chris Paul in the MVP? I mean, the Hall of Fame?
You have to.
Oh, Chris Paul, of course.
Okay, so what's the difference between Chris Paul and then
Chris Paul's teams win all the fucking time?
Yeah.
But he don't have a ring though.
I know.
That's fine. Kyrie, so Kyrie has this huge skill set. He's a dominant player. He doesn't have the individual award success. He doesn't have the MVPs. Chris Paul doesn't either. But he doesn't have like the All NBA first teams that Chris Paul, John Stockton would have, the numbers, the amounts of.
Yeah.
He doesn't top 5 MVP finishers, which Chris Paul does have. Kyrie doesn't have. As dominant as he is.
What do you mean top 5 finishers?
In the MVP voting.
MVP voting. Okay.
You can say, okay, like Kobe should have won this year, but the years he didn't win, he was still number 2 or number 3.
But still, until we said Hall of Fame, like Hall of Fame, it's kind of like more than just the actual.
Again, 1,000% he's going to get in.
Yeah, but I look at the Hall of Fame differently. I don't look at it as purely like MVP level guys. I look at it as this is like this is what we want to extract and remember from the game. Mm-hmm. And I would want to remember Kyrie's skill set.
You can't tell the story without
you can't tell the story without that. Yeah. And again, there's going to be, we may not like it or whatever. Mm-hmm. I mean, there are kids now that are growing up admiring Kyrie. There's a lot of shitty kids that fuck up fuck up the game at the park. Yeah. But there's a handful that will be themselves all-star level guys that have invested in Kyrie and learned.
It's one or two things with a kid who want to be a point guard. You want to be a Curry or you want to be Kyrie? Kind of really.
Yeah.
Or unless you're saying, okay, I'm a big guard, and now you really ain't gonna be a guard when you get to like the next level kind of vibe. Maybe, most likely, you'd be probably like a shooting guard, a small forward. But these kids trying to jelly, or they trying to shoot from half court.
But I think it is, when you look at a guy, it's completely fair. This graph is completely fair to say we're literally 6 seasons of really ineffective performance.
Boston was a great team. Brooklyn was a great team.
He is. I mean, except for his rookie season when he was drafted by a bad Cavs team, from the moment LeBron arrived, he has played all of his professional basketball in hand-picked settings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fact.
And that Brooklyn team, when you look at it from a scope, you can say, oh, you know, it was a lot of injuries and a lot of things. He derailed that team single-handedly.
Yes.
Because when he was completely healthy, he went through that whole I'm not playing thing because of X, Y, and Z. That's why James Harden left.
Right.
Because he's like, hey, I'm with, you know,
I
KD
can't
is
think
hurt.
it was him.
And Kyrie is healthy but won't play. You got me with a bunch of, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
when you have 3 Supermax players, the rest of the guys are going to
they suffer on that part of the roster for sure.
Guys.
I agree.
So James Harden, like, you have me out here struggling with these minimal guys. Get me the fuck out of here. So he derailed that team single-handedly.
Yeah. No, I 100%. I mean, and they're like, yeah, that is.
So can you tell his story without the BS?
No, you have to. You have to tell it all. I'm all for telling it all. I'm all for criticizing KD for what he's not.
Yeah, KD ain't.
And he's not a team leader guy.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, if we talking about Kyrie, it's the same thing with KD. It's the same thing with KD. Now, when you look at the numbers and you look at the skill set and you look at,
it's gonna be a little better, a little higher.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then even with the rings, you like you went to a 73-9 team. Like, I get it. But come on, nigga, like really.
That's yeah. No, I think you need to tell it all. But I mean, the reality is, like, if you look close enough, everybody's got a problem.
Yeah,
everybody's got a problem.
Everybody besides LeBron James. LeBron James, year 21 is going down. Yeah, come on now, we talking about greatness.
Yeah. I mean, there was that whole, like, I think we talked about it at one time. Like, as great as Steph is, like, he's like, when you compare him to the other true greats,
he got problems with his wife.
His two-way,
you know what I'm saying? LeBron ain't got problem with his family like that. Outside of Bronny,
his two-way impact is not what those other guys are.
Yeah,
and that's, you know, when you start really stacking it, it changes things.
Yeah. He sat on the bench for a good minute time too with them ankles. LeBron came straight out the womb running. It ain't like LeBron's daddy got to be the dumbest dad ever.
I be talking about that
because this man was raw in the ESPN magazine since like 7th, 8th grade.
So had plenty of time to come back.
No, not even that. So you didn't have much of a part of the struggle. The nigga 11, 12 years old getting D1 offers and stuff like that already. So you you quit this early? Like, we talking about a billionaire? Like, you quit this early at 11, 12. I can't do this. Like, boy, you see this boy is 6'5" at 8 years old.
You got 4, 5 more years to
Come
go.
on, you got to be the dumb. You the dumbest daddy ever.
What is the dad's story? Like, is he?
I don't know. I don't think nobody even said it that. Like, nobody, that Illuminati could cut that down quick. We don't even know who LeBron daddy is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't.
At all.
Like, is he dead? Is he?
Don't even know. And I really, and that's another thing. You ain't never somebody like where somebody like even the dad came out and said, like, they already got the dad like, look, you don't you ever come out here and here go your money. Don't ever come out and say you my daddy. Don't ever come out.
That's funny.
You don't think people want to hear that? You don't think he could get
Boy,
like a deal?
No.
Right now for
I am LeBron James' dad.
No, it's
boom.
Yeah,
you're lit.
No,
LeBron James' daddy. Podcast interviews, endorsement deals, book deals. We're gonna give you your money. Don't you ever come out here and say nothing. That's why I ain't lying. Somewhat hey, Delonte West ain't crazy for no reason. like you can tell with certain people to when they so great to where like you don't want to see them pissed off. And it's very few times you seen LeBron.
Said, mob time.
Like very few times you seen LeBron James like kind of like embarrassed.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
That's it.
So now like, oh boy, you messed up for life, boy. You gonna be
That's funny.
You messed up for life.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Come on now, somebody, mama, mama. We ain't talking about sister or girlfriend. Mama, ain't no coming back from that, Delonte.
Somebody had to fuck her though.
Somebody, but I don't know why it had to be you.
Just not a teammate.
The bullet couldn't have been that good.
I mean, you expect her to take an O for the rest of her life? I mean,
no. Mama's not wrong. The Delonte wrong because he's like, boy, you know what you're doing right now. Soon as you got that look or that text message from her, you're like, no, I can't do this. I can't do it.
That makes you want to do it more.
No, look at me now.
Nah, that would make you do it more.
Okay.
If I'm Kobe or Allen Iverson at the time, whoever them, yeah, if you're but if you're a role player, you can't do it, man. You got to pass that up. You're in the NBA. You can smash whoever the fuck you want to smash.
You can smash. That's the thing.
The team can smash.
And it's not like his mom. Like
Sonny can smash.
What?
But there's
his mom's not the most attractive woman anyway.
Yeah.
So you're really only doing this just because
that's exactly what I'm saying. Like men are people of opportunity, and like if the opportunity presents,
but you're doing it for a chuckle.
Knock it down.
Like you're doing it for a chuckle more than like for instance, I ain't gonna lie. That if his mom slid in my DMs, oh yeah, I'm in love. Like I ain't looking at nobody else for life. You know what I'm saying?
At least for
but
a few
at
days.
the same time too, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna be like, hey, look, hey, Brian, I know you might not want to hear this, you know what I'm saying? But, boy, your mom, hey, I'm going to let you know because I don't want no issues. I'm just going to let you know.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let you, and this is before, of course, billionaire Brian, but you always know LeBron was LeBron. Leave that alone, man. Leave that alone. LeBron over there smashing Beyonce and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Let it go.
Once again, you guys are on the bench podcast of Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. I wanna before we get into a little more crazy stuff, I wanna get into this political realm here. I don't know how much the people know about
Say love America. Say love America by learning.
Hey! Oh, look, they already got control of the whole situation.
I'm moving too fast. So
They're
DeSantis,
take a brief pit stop at overking.com.
Which is our other
signature sponsor.
You saying
kinky? Overking.com. Use promo code BubbaPink, and you can go on Overking.com and get anything, and I do mean anything in the bedroom realm that you desire. All right, for a discount at that. All right.
Of course, that's why we're here.
What about the silk sheets?
No, not silk sheets yet, but they do have lingerie and condoms and all type of toys.
Get your own damn silk sheets.
Hey, you know the crazy thing I thought about, you know what I'm saying? Cause like
Overking will help you mess them up.
They need to go ahead and bring back the water beds.
Water beds are weird.
Now water beds was very weird, but water beds was like and it's so funny. I ain't realize it, right? So, my dad's from Detroit, right? So, my aunts, both of them, they had water beds. And I never understood as a kid why my uncle was like, hey, bro, don't be playing on my bed type of thing. Like, it's a water bed. You know what I'm saying? Back in the 90s, boy, water bed, like, there's a lot of nasty shit going on in the water bed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you know how they had like the, where it's just like the plastic. You know what I'm saying? So when ain't no sheet on, it's just the plastic. You just like water. Hey, if they brought back the water beds in 2023, that'd be kind of wrong.
It had to be more sturdy.
It'd be more sturdy. You know, that'd be a little more sturdy. You know, technology is the motherfucker.
I need more leverage than a waterbed can provide.
I think it's just more of just the like, hey, that shit kind of lit. You know what I'm saying?
The waterbed is like, no, that is that thing that like you want to do it, so you've done it. But it's not like ideal. That's my view.
No fact.
Yeah.
But at the same time too, you know, shoot. In the car ain't the best idea either, but that shit go down in the car. You know what I'm saying? That shit.
It'll go down wherever it has to.
It go down where it go down.
Because it's going down.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with OnlyFans and stuff that going on. Like, what? Hey, that waterbed company would make some money. Like, just, hey, you might not every time, but like, hey, look. I booked the waterbed for the scene. Okay, like you got the waterbed scene. Okay, like, yeah. Only thing you missing is a Jet magazine laying somewhere
with the centerfold open.
What? Like, yeah. Beauty of the week.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who doesn't have a Jet magazine, and that's probably DeSantis here. So
way to take the air out of that, Bubba. Jesus.
I'm going to play this quick video for DeSantis and we're going to talk about it. Hold on 1 second here.
Learn to love America by learning the truth. The good, indifferent, and bad.
I just want to read the text again of what Florida is now requiring from middle school students. It says instruction should include, quote, how slaves developed skills which in some instances could be applied for their own personal benefit.
How can it be for your personal benefit when you're treated as an enslaved person? It's not like, oh, I'm a blacksmith. Okay, I'm going to put a shingle out there and I'm going to be a blacksmith. You were owned by Mazza. If you're talking about the history of this country, United States of America, how can you just like, a pun, white out enslavement? How can you do that?
I ain't gonna lie. I know for a fact this gonna be something my mom probably like, why did you say that? But it sounds so crazy, but it's like it's our fault. It's our fault as a people to where in 2023 this is somewhat of conversations or something we gotta still fight for. Instead of like how you say, like where we're promoting all these other things, all these other type of brands, all these other type of topics, all these other type of things. You know what I'm saying? We got billionaires now. We got people who's in politicians. We got the knowledge, all these different type of situations. But in 2023, we sitting there fighting for this situation when it's like, man, like even when they stopped the Asian hate was going on, man, it was a couple Asians got beat up for like 2 weeks. They had a whole law, boom, the next day. Like, we ain't even getting into this. Right. Like, this is not going down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bam. ASAP, fast. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, damn, we've been that sleep or that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That long to where now in 2023, now one man that's we can easily say, oh, this is racist. This is racist. This is flat out racist. But we already know racism go on. We already know these things are going on, type of situations. But he changed this off of his opportunity that he got in there, and we ain't never look at this. We ain't never say like, hold on, this should not be changed, and to it. Oh dang, that fast. Now he looking like he finna be the president, and he looking like he finna change some things, and then we sitting there worry about all these other things and stuff like that too. We like, damn, we been asleep that long, to where like this ain't nobody else's fault really all the way besides ours, because it's like, nah, like now we know the system, we know the 400 years slave, we know this is just actual facts. Super sad and horrible that we went through these situations, but it's like nobody looked at these things. Nobody thought about this stuff. Nobody thought about these folks can make some stuff happen, and it's changed. Them books is gone. Yeah. I seen a couple females who have, like my sister, she's a teacher and different things like that. I seen them on their little close things. They sat there and said, oh, I'm probably just going to get fired because I'm not finna teach this. Yeah, you're going to get fired. You know what I'm saying? Them degrees and all that. You don't teach what's in the curriculum. If you don't teach what's, and then all it takes is for the kid to, just like how when they, like the fights go on, or if it's a racist teacher say something, boom, they on live. All right, now, what you say the history thing again? Oh, yeah, say the wrong thing, and it's go viral. You're fired. So it's just like a horrible position. Now, you know what I'm saying? We just sat there and just slept on for all the years, and it's only going to get worse. You know, it's only going to get worse, like in time it has. Now, it got better on materialistic things, or, okay, more people, quote unquote, who look like us, like, okay, cars look better, houses look better, or they speak a little better, type of situation like that. But when it get down to that nitty gritty and that paperwork and them, what's in the laws, boy, that thing ain't changed. Besides, it got okay. Y'all go ahead. Oh yeah, Kim Kardashian, she slept with so and so. Oh, everybody. But then when it comes down, like, all right, yeah, like ain't nobody, but that's our fault. Yeah. That's our fault.
What you think, Pink?
He should be executed, hands down. It's that simple. I mean, he is a danger to society.
That's horrible.
The ideas that he represents are detrimental to society. The ideas that he represents and embody are basically the Republican platform in this current generation. This is a war that we're not willing to fight, and you're going to get run over if you don't fight it. And that's basically what's happening. And you have, I mean, he's not alone in this, but he's an absolute societal cancer, and he shouldn't breathe another breath. You know, you could talk about the laws and this and that, Might makes right.
Who?
Might makes right. You
Might.
might.
Oh,
You start killing motherfuckers, things change.
But it's like who we already know for a fact they can't do it. Like ain't nobody else like can do it. They gonna.
Here's my take on it. It's a tiny bit long, but here's my take on it. I agree with you about DeSantis being
the cancer.
Being a cancer, not good for our government, not good for. What was said here is not incorrect. It's not incorrect. The problem I have with it.
Well, what do you
mean?
I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. But I have to say this first.
Helps if you open that part.
I know. It's not incorrect, but it's not incorrect. Yeah, see how y'all stop me if I have my goddamn thing. It's not incorrect, but my problem with it is it's not telling the whole story. So okay, blacks did fucking benefit. Like it is what it is.
What you mean, bro?
We benefited from being forced. We not benefited.
That's it. The benefit sounds bad.
It sounds bad. We learned trades and skills from being forced to do those things in slavery.
But we already knew that.
But you were But you were also.
We did know how to do them things in Africa and different stuff.
Okay,
it already sounds crazy.
It's gonna sound crazy if you don't let me finish.
I ain't gonna say no.
Just hold on, let me finish. It's a tad bit long, but
we'll get to it. Stop apologizing for it.
We learned things that was able to be passed down from generation to generation from slavery. So, and things that we did not know at that time. Some we did, some we did not.
Like
and
what,
those
bro?
trades was passed down. Like there was picking fruits, picking cotton, we
wasn't doing that at home.
Not every you can't generalize like every African can fucking pick fruit and pick.
No, but we had to feed ourselves.
Fish and fucking yes, but not everybody. It was certain certain people, certain tribes did things. Like everybody was, divided and conquered. You know what I mean? It was like a community. So you had some people who did this, some people did that, some people did that, and then you come back to the community.
Well, it's kind of like the land though. Like if you over by the water, okay, you probably gonna know how to do fish more than somebody who's over where you probably hunting certain different type of vibes.
Correct.
So we knew how to hunt and
as a entire whole. But not as individuals. I'm just talking about individuals.
But we individually
that was
didn't
able to pass on things. Hold on, let me finish. Because I was able to pass down from, and that's like documented, right? That's not like anything made up or anything. But we were forced to do those things. Now here goes the problem.
Not everybody.
That's the problem.
That's not the problem.
That is a major part of it.
Because it's just the fucking truth. Like he's not lying. You can't say he's lying.
I'm saying out of 300 people, or say if 300 people who's enslaved, only 10 of them was allowed to do these things. The other ones was like doing other stuff. Like
yeah, I know. And some fucked up stuff. I know some slaves were only fucking fighting for entertainment and were fighting to death. Like, I understand these things. Like, I know there's a lot of crazy stuff happening back in the day. But I'm just talking about, in general, as a whole, there were some things that they had slaves doing that they were able to pass down through generations that ended up being trades and things like that blacks do now. But hold on, let me.
What is that, though?
Get to it, because there's a significant counterpoint to what you're saying that needs to be said. But get to what you're saying.
Okay. My point is, I wish they would add the entire story in, because that's not a lie. It's just not the full truth. I wish that they would add in, like, if you want that to be a part of the African American history for middle schools and high schools, we'll also add in that you guys forced Christianity on us. Also add in that you were raping us. Also add in the entire fucking thing. Like, I'm okay with adding that part in, that because it is the fucking truth. It's not a lie. It's just fucked up. What you're telling me is it's fucked up, but it's not a lie. You can't tell me it's a lie.
Here's the counterpoint to that. Like, unless you're just going to presume that black people were going to sit around and do nothing, like, they would have learned skills anyway. They would have had to out of survival.
Who knows if it would have been no skills or not?
It doesn't
Because at
matter.
that time-
They would have had
because
skills.
We had already lived for X amount of thousands of years before slavery, and we didn't have those skills.
What are these skills that you're coveting?
Yeah, what skills are we saying?
Like I said,
we couldn't even communicate with each other.
And a part of that is because of the environment change. Like there's exceptions to everything, but if you're going to be like, in
but
this
what are these
area,
core skills that you're valuing?
Not skills.
What are they?
But trades. Like
what trades?
Like I said, like as far as picking whatever it is, cotton, fruit, whatever.
Picking crops,
all of these different things.
That's hard to learn.
But I'm saying we didn't do that at home, though.
Not that it's hard to learn.
The women who was walking around with the baskets on top of their head, that's not what they were doing?
That's not the same thing. But also, it's not that it's hard to learn. It's just that here in this particular part of the world, they had that already like organized and knew how to do it and knew what to do. So they had, they taught the slaves how to do it. And not only that, but
taught
a
us
lot of other things.
I don't think they taught us how to pick.
They made us, forced us.
Right, but that
teaching,
takes the teaching element out of it. Like
if I'm gonna teach you math, but then every time you get the answer wrong, okay, I'm gonna beat you. Like that's not really teaching me.
But there's an element of societal survival that is going to teach anyway. So take away race and slavery for a minute. Just people come to a country, they have to, like you didn't have Publix. People have to begin to farm and kill animals to eat. Like you're gonna learn that skill out of necessity. You don't need slavery to learn that skill. Now, as your community maybe gets bigger, you're gonna have to become a little bit more efficient in how you hunt and how you grow crops so that you can feed your more people. And you're going to out of necessity learn that.
I also think they taught blacks how to be violent and how to
taught
us how to be violent and how to protect. We didn't have any of that.
In Africa, we didn't know how to protect?
Fuck no. We wouldn't be over here if we did.
Bro, what?
We wouldn't be over here if we did. Shout out to Kanye. We wouldn't be over here if we fucking did.
No, we did.
had none of that in place.
Bro, we definitely did,
no,
bro.
we did not.
Bro, you know how big the country of Africa is? I mean, the continent is like...
Yes, but that's documented. In those areas, because not every area of Africa...
They didn't come in... They didn't just come in as into, like, on a bully vibe. They came in as into, like, on, like, a business term. Like, they didn't come in with... Hey, I got my gun. Lay down.
Both, yes.
I'm saying in certain areas. I'm talking about like in general. Like
that's the problem. It's because in certain areas.
In certain areas, to where like okay, we locked in. Like these the big dogs. Okay, boom. I got gold. I got all this stuff like that. To where like we straight. They didn't come straight in on like just the don't get down or lay down vibe.
I understand what you guys are saying, but I think it's inaccurate. He did not lie.
Who gives a shit? Like no, who gives a shit? Because if you're going to be truthful in this one little narrow point and you're going to whitewash the rest of it.
That's my point.
Well,
I want you to add all of it.
Don't you dare fucking defend him.
I'm not defending him.
You are. You sat here for
that's
10 fucking minutes.
Point.
You wouldn't
let me get there.
Why? But why wait? Why wait? Why no? Because you spent 10 minutes. You spent 10 minutes defending the truth of a singular statement that, in the big picture, is largely irrelevant. That's bullshit.
It's not irrelevant because it's the law.
It is.
It's the law
that irrelevant.
We must teach that now in public schools. And
by taking the approach that you did, you were serving to defend that. What you need to say is this is ridiculous law. It should be disobeyed in mass and not enforced because it is highly prejudicial to people.
I agree with
that.
And
it's just blatant bullshit.
They're not changing. Okay, what did the Jewish people learn from the Holocaust?
We have to get over this whole notion of trying to defend and find good. When we see evil, it needs to be called evil and it needs to be dealt with.
I'm not finding the good out of it.
Bubba, you're 10 minutes on this point.
But you still
for
misrepresented my point. You still misrepresented my point. Because my point is, I want every fucking thing. If you're going to put one truth, if you're going to add one truth to the history books, I want you to add all the fucking
Then
truth
why is that not point one?
Okay, fuck it. Make it point one.
It needs to be. But my argument is this.
Okay.
That matters. the fact that your point 1 was what it was and point 2 was what it was. Lead with what's important. Call evil what evil is. Stop beating around the bush.
Yeah.
Like, this guy is a horrific person. He is pushing a horrific batch of policies.
I'm gonna tell you, I think psychologically what my reasoning for that is.
Okay.
And I think rich white people in politics and in business are going to do what the fuck they're going to do, and there's nothing we can do about it anyway. So in my mind, the law is embedded as it is. We couldn't fucking prevent it apparently, and we can't take it away apparently. So that is what it is. I'm dealing with like the reality.
How did it get voted in?
I don't fucking know.
It has to get
any of us.
I'm saying it has to get voted in.
I would imagine so.
So I'm saying
who with brown skin that's in that realm heard that and said, "Yeah, I'm okay with that." I don't know.
Well, the way things are voted, it's majority rules, and so if you have enough Republicans in there, yeah, I mean, and that's that's the thing. If you have 40% Democrats theoretically, and 60% of the House of Representatives in the state of Florida, and this and that, and a Republican governor, like the 40% could say this is ridiculous. They could argue till they're blue in the face, and it's still going to get voted down.
And that further extends my point.
But
what the fuck can we do anyway?
We can, but the reason why we can do something about the reason why we can do something about it is because no other race history is getting played with like that besides ours.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody, even if they don't Republican, Democrat, white, black, nobody sitting there playing with these folks thing besides ours because we're not standing up for it. We're not.
And the second they do play with it, it's
instantly. Just like I said, literally with that Stop Asian Hate, that thing was. I mean, that situation was going on for like a month, and they had a whole bill passed, bam, like off rip. Because now, like, we is not finna play like that. You know what I'm saying? Even in generations, like, even what I said, like, it's only really like African Americans that's really where we be sleeping. Like, it's bad with us because like Jamaicans stick together, Haitians stick together, the island people stick together, like all around they stick together. It's just only with the African Americans where we like, we were slavery and no, they not finna play with themselves. Like they not playing. You know what I'm saying? It's just us to where like something has to go on. Like we have the knowledge, we have the information we can look up, we have the money, we have the resources, we have different situations like that, but we don't take advantage of it because we sitting there still, hey, who's the hottest rapper and what's going on? Like it is bigger than all this. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger. So I don't know. It's bad, but the books has changed. They already took them old school books out. Hey, boom. They already changed it.
Yeah, they changed it.
They changed it.
Couple times.
Now the Republican Party is going to lead to the continued decline of this country.
Yeah.
Hands down. That's not a debatable point. Until they are removed by any means necessary.
Seems like each new guy that emerges, man, is a.
How do you feel about the whole situation with where Putin linking up with Africa situation?
I'm not familiar with that.
He's forgiving like $28 billion of debt from African countries.
Oh wow!
I think it's a grandstand play.
To what? To
global power.
Yeah.
Global power. He's playing on the racial divide of the United States.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit about black people. Don't fucking fool yourself. But he's playing on the racial divide in the United States, and it is a way to, on the global stage, look benevolent, look good, look race neutral, and he's taken that opportunity. That's, we're too busy trying to resist jackasses like DeSantis. No, we are. I mean, it's not a joke.
Yeah. And that's one of the things, man.
Like, and you can't see bigger than this. You can't play bigger than this because you're stuck in the mud with this retard.
That's one of the things where I know you hate for me to bring him up, like Trump. Like,
we're fighting him too,
but they would do something. Not on that realm, but as far as the Putin guy, like they would do something that would benefit black people. But it's not because they're for black people.
They don't give a shit.
They don't give a shit.
It's political opportunism.
It's a political play. But at the end of the day, it still benefits us. So so the black community, we get together. How are we supposed to get together and look at that? Because it's like, damn, I know this motherfucker don't give a shit. But when it's time to vote, or when it's time to, like, I got to pick somebody against somebody, well, this is the guy who did do something for me, or whether even if it's not a political vote in type of situation, where it's like, okay, I need to pick up a guy. Well, this guy is the guy who did something for me. This is the guy who never. Neither one of them gives a shit about me. But this is the guy who did something for me. This is the guy who didn't.
But in the long run, that guy's gonna kill you. And if you can't see that, I can't help you. If you can't say that, I can't help you. Be short-sighted. Be a whore if you want. But you're going to get the AIDS dick.
One day.
That's it.
That's tough.
That ain't tough. It's obvious.
Yeah.
You can fall for it all day.
Yeah, it's tough.
I mean, that's...
It's one of the oldest tricks in the book, but it's
because people are so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, just no lie. Talk to the average person. They are like a millimeter above retard. They can't comprehend concepts. They can't comprehend basic stuff. They can't follow fucking instructions. I mean, the majority of our people are uneducated, purposeless garbage. And that's just what it is. We have a dysfunctional education system. This is what we're talking about. We're going to distort history and not deal in facts and truth for political gain. And then we're going to expect people to come through that system and be educated and capable of taking on ideas and reading and learning independently. Impossible.
Top 15 artists strictly 2023. They ain't read all that. They ain't want to read all that.
That's what it is. That's what it is, man.
It comes down to it.
And it's and they're just, I mean, you talk like, I mean, how many clips do they have of like these Republican people at some fucking county fair, and they ask them something and they have something completely wrong, like something that happened during the Trump administration, and they're blaming Obama for being president. Well, he wasn't president in 2018. Like, these people say this on a daily basis, and you can't tell them otherwise. No. That's how embedded the ignorance is. Yeah. That they can't, oh, wait, my mistake, that doesn't make sense. You're right. They can't.
They don't even do that.
They can't. No. They're
not capable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got two more quick things I want to get to before the show is over here. That was a good segment there. Let's get to this.
You're so crazy.
That's right. So this is another segment of ours where we talk about some of the things that's going on. Is this person crazy or not, Chapman? So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm all right. This first thing here in the top left corner here. Slut rap is programming your daughters, and that's remember I told you this is gonna come back around. So is that crazy or not to think that these female artists?
That's a fact. It's the fact.
That's a fact.
It's the fact. Because strictly off of like phones and what's being promoted type of situation, like even like I can remember, in middle school, high school, the Yin Yang twins with the whole ski and all that was like, oh my gosh, like, and I didn't even realize I'm 6th grade, what I'm saying, ski, like now that's so PG compared to wet ass pussy, you know what I'm saying, and all this different thing like that, and then what's on our phones, and like even like I feel like back in the day it was more of like where it's like kids somewhat still stayed in the kids' place in different kind of ways. Like we didn't listen to the same music our parents listened to. We didn't watch with the same people, you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't follow the same people. Now the kids, they listen to what the parents listen to, you know what I'm saying? The parents listen to what the kids doing. They doing the same dances. You know what I'm saying? They twerking with their daughters. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you want to keep a man, girl, you got to do it like this. You know what I'm saying? Different kind of ways to it. Like, that's just what's going on.
This is the same point I was just making. This is like the level of ignorance. And what you have is this type of music is basically masked as women's empowerment. And it's not. It's just slutty behavior, which there's always a time and place for slutty behavior. Don't get me wrong. But like this is, and this is the problem. This is not just about, hey, when you get down in the bedroom, this is what it's about.
Yeah.
This is literally masked as women's empowerment, independence. You make your own decisions. You whatever. And that's what infuses the young girls. Like they may not even realize, what that means, but they see it as women empowerment, women rapping, women doing what men do, and this and that. And by the time they kind of figure it out, they're so far gone. It's
my body, my choices.
Yeah, you're lost.
Yeah.
I mean,
Me Too movement.
If you want, I mean, if anybody's genuinely interested in being better, you have to demand better. And you can't go out and buy the shit music. You can't listen to a guy like DeSantis talk and pretend he's making or scoring any points. You just have to call it for what it is. This is bad music that serves no functional purpose, and this is, a shitty politician that serves no purpose.
It's god-awful music, man.
Yeah.
It's god-awful music. And you listen to it, and, I mean, I guess every once in a blue moon, it's okay if you're at a party or something, and it comes on, it's funny, and back in our day, I understand we had the
you had the Kayas, you had the Trinas,
you had the Trina here, you had
all them,
you had the up north chick that was with Bigot, whatever. But like now, it's like it's so much of it, but it's similar. It's similar to what I was saying about the Jacksonville guys and the guys who talk about murder.
And the females are going, they gotta feel like they gotta speak
Coochie,
about that. Yeah,
that's their thing. So it's like that's okay. If I want to make it out the hood and I want to rap and I want to make money, I need to talk coochie.
Right.
And the guys, the same guy who lives next door is like, I need to talk about shoot, murder, kill, dope. And those two live right next door to each other, and they're coming up.
and that's only in the black community.
Only, man.
That's only. Like, even in, hip hop's the #1 genre. So you can go to a 21 Savage concert and it's a crowd full of white people. You know what I'm saying? They can have the dirty forces. They can be wrapped around the corner type of thing. Yeah, slaughter game, blah, all that type of situation like that. But they're not affected behind it. You know what I'm saying? They looking at it as entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, from what it is. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, all right, boom. You know what I'm saying? Shoot them up. Yeah. But then they going right back to their day-to-day situation like that and in their community because they have the structure and everything like that. It's only in the black community where we sit in there like,
You know what happens to a lot of white people is like you'll reach like your teenage years or whatever, and like you may gravitate towards hip hop or whatever, and at the time it feels rebellious to what your parents listen to or this or that, and you feel like you're on the edge, and then you kind of get through college, you get your job, you start doing that, and then by the time you're 30 years old, you're listening to fucking what's that Pelican guy or whatever the. Jimmy Buffett and shit like that, wearing deck shoes and fucking drinking, what are you drinking? Yeah,
White Claw.
Yeah. You're sucking down White Claws and playing golf, and you're as white as can be.
Yeah.
But when you were 17 or 18, oh man, I was in the Public Enemy or whatever.
John.
John. Look at John. That motherfucker's the guy.
You're looking at it as entertainment, as into like, yeah, it's cool type of thing. But when you really like around like corporate America and around people who really like are successful in different kind of ways, and your mind, you're like, yeah, it's like watching a Netflix movie. Like, okay, cool. Like, nah.
All right, the next one here I wanted to talk about is from Gilbert Arenas. Now, Gilbert Arenas is a guy who's he got an interesting podcast. He says some wild stuff every once in a while.
Yeah, Gilbert on fire.
But lately he's been on fire lately. Now this one, Pink, you might be interested in. So he says, I'm not married because buying vaginas is cheaper nowadays. Women out here want to eat like 3 times a day. They want to go to all expensive ass places. There's a lot of things that come with it when I can pay $200 to $250 and get right to the good stuff. That's a premium price too.
We just seen what Lil Meech just did. You know what I'm saying? Lil Meech paid $100, couple dollars. Boom, here 15 minutes, I'm gone. He got caught because of the ring cam.
Yeah. This goes back to the segment that you did like a while back. What is the benefit of being married as the guy? Like, what is it? You end up paying most of the bills. You end up having to do a lot of stuff you don't care to do, and whatever. And it just doesn't make any sense. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't. And I mean, again, why would he? I'm sure Gilbert's doing well financially. It's like, what's the benefit for him? He's got friends. He got things to do. He's like, he doesn't need this. Come home to a single person and that's your whole deal.
Yeah, and that's like a shoot. He still was like the highest paid
NBA player like just up to a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Type of thing. He's been out he's been out the league for a minute now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know him that well, but like he also he doesn't strike me as like a guy that's throwing money away either. Like he just does what he does. Like he seems like you might like him or dislike him, but he seems very comfortable in who he is.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not. He's not out there trying to prove anybody I got money or whatever.
That's why his conversations and his stories is so like he's comfortable. He gonna say what he want to say.
Yeah.
And everything like, oh yeah, most people still try to play the politically correct role. He been out the whole that situation for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know, a dude who's $60, $80 million up.
How much can you say?
Like, come on now.
I mean, and quite literally, like. All getting married does to him is created an exposure, a financial exposure. Like, why? What am I getting out of that that's going to offset putting my, whatever, $80 million in play for you?
No, that's for sure.
No.
Mississippi man sentenced to 40 years for breaking out of prison 4 months before completing his 7-year sentence. So he had 4 months to go in prison. He broke out of prison. He went. It was about a few miles down. I think they said about 5 to 10 miles down. He broke into this house, held the people up by a gun. I don't know how he got a gun. Somewhere along the way he got a gun, and now he's facing 40 years.
Okay, I was about to have a very different take on this.
Yeah.
If he had merely escaped and just tried to hang out, I think the 40 years is ridiculous.
Yeah,
is a crime against him. But if he escapes and he's going to be violent with people, then just execute.
I didn't know about the escape and holding the family hostage and stuff like that. I thought he just escaped.
Because here's the deal: why feed this guy for another 40 years?
You're strong on that. Like,
yes.
People are not going to change. Like, once they show you, like,
once you are who you are, that's it. Yeah. And if you're still violent,
I was trying to defend him. I was like, oh yeah, he must be, getting the R word.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad I clicked on the story because this doesn't tell enough.
Yeah, I literally thought he just escaped and was just trying to hang out somewhere.
This makes me mad at the system. Like, damn, he just escaped and he had 4 months left. Now you're gonna give him 40 fucking years?
Yeah, that was my first impression.
Like, damn, but the system is fucked up. But then I clicked on the article. No, he went down. He went and he broke into.
When you say article, what article did you read this from?
It was a Mississippi article. It was like ABC News, Mississippi. You know what I mean?
It was real. Anybody can,
No, this was real.
Okay, we're going to get him.
Yeah.
Publicly.
Shout out to ABC.
I'm pretty clear on this. I mean, if you prove that you're incorrigible, that you can't do better, like, we don't have any reason to keep feeding you. Like, there's none. But if this was something where, like, he, like, legitimately escaped and was, sitting by a pond fishing or something, like, dude, like, come on.
But this guy, he's probably past the idiot. It's probably something really wrong. Yeah, because that's crazy. 4 months to go. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And we all agree Gilbert's not crazy.
No. Gilbert's the sanest man here.
Yeah.
There's a female surgeon who went viral after she cooked for her husband after working a 13-hour shift.
That's all it takes to go viral?
Yeah, I think that's cap.
That's a pretty low bar.
I think that was a good content. I don't think it's true.
I 1000% agree with Chapman.
This is not true.
When you see the video,
that ain't true.
Like what's?
Because even with the husband, are you in that much of a dictatorship to where like, if your lady just worked 13 hours, you like, forget, come on, get the cooking. Like, come on, like really? I think that's just one of those situations to where like. Good conversation, just like how we talking about it now on the podcast type of situation. I don't really feel like that's true.
I think she coerced the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, if that's the case, I don't care. We shouldn't waste time talking about it.
Yeah.
And in reality, there's no scenario where we should talk about it. Like, let's just say she just cooked a meal after working. Like, she's probably fucking hungry. And you have a house full of people, you're going to cook enough for them to eat. What kind of idiot doesn't do that?
Facts.
I mean, whatever.
Got kids.
Either way, it's a non-story.
Yeah, it's a complete non-story.
I'm with you.
Yeah, well, I'm supposed to, especially if I got it and I'm a nurse type of thing, when bring home Chipotle. Yeah, there. Come on, y'all, sit down.
Yeah, I mean,
probably do that enough. Like you said, she wanted to cook.
Yeah, I probably wanted to cook some. You know what I'm saying?
If that's, I mean, like if that's me and I had like a long day and like I'll do it. Like I'm gonna eat raviolis. Like, you know, whatever. When I get to making raviolis, that's it. No.
Oh, okay.
I grew up on raviolis in college, man. But like if I want a steak, like I'm deciding, like I've had a shitty day, I'm gonna go have a steak, and it's like, okay, well, you know, I'm not gonna ignore everybody at the house and be like, whatever, you know, fend for yourselves.
No, fact.
You know what's funny about that? Because I still eat ramen noodles from time to time.
Do you?
Only because it's what I ate in college. I guess growing up or something too.
What you put in your ramen noodles?
I don't put nothing in.
Nothing.
I know some people do all the time.
Yeah, all that extra stuff like that. Yeah,
I do the bag not the can, the bag raviolis. It's like Celentino is
you
the
don't
name.
Do the can.
Heck no, I ain't touching the can. No way. It's bag raviolis, and you just boil them up. I put Parmesan cheese on the top, and like I literally ate that 6 to 7 days a week for 7 years.
Yeah.
6 years. My first year I was in a meal plan.
Was ramen noodles out there? Other college students eat ramen noodles at this
Other
time?
common noodles, they ate ramen noodles. I occasionally had ramen noodles, but I was like, I used to get, they used to sell them like 3 for $5. So it's basically $1.67 a meal, like to have raviolis. And there's like 12 of them. You're stuffed when you eat. You go take a shit. I mean, it was good stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, it's more filling than ramen noodles.
Yeah.
Bigger meal.
I guess so. I got you.
That's a fact.
All right, I wanted to end on the GM5 NWO note here.
Yeah.
So you what is your affiliation with the team? Is it just that they're utilizing the NWO name? Did you have any say in the players? Like, what's going on?
I said my bro, Bird, he has full control of everything. I gave him just whatever he want to do type of situation. Me and Bird, we got another business venture, you know what I'm saying, coming up with like with NWO Sports type of situation, things like that. But
what's that going to be about?
That's going to be about more of like, okay, on the sports and different things like that about how the city is. Like, we have a lot of very talented individuals, you know what I'm saying, from middle school, Pop Warner, high school, college, you know what I'm saying, the NILs. You know, we got a whole bunch of different type of situations like that. So we're going to just help them out and different things with vibes of promotion and marketing and relationships.
So
but geared more towards like NIL opportunities as opposed to like player development and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
honestly, it's gonna be like kind of like that's why like, you know, I'm gonna have like a partner like a Bird to where like what do you feel like is the best way we want to go together? I know, okay, whatever you want to go with it, okay, cool. I'll just bring my expertise and relationships and things like that on those kind of vibes. Okay. But yeah, so we got that coming up. So since we already had that coming up, you know, Berg was like, all right, hey, you know, chat boom, you know, GM5, you know, blah blah.
Sense, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. I'm like, yeah, for sure. Cause like even last year with the NWO team, Berg, like, I'm like, of course, bro. You know, you family, so you know, I already know for a fact. You know what I'm saying? You want to, you know, protect the brand and help out any kind of way. So whatever you want to do, like, I'm rocking with you.
And what's interesting about that, and for people that's watching, so GM5 is a men's league in Orlando. In my opinion, it's the most competitive men's league in Orlando. It's not even my opinion; it's just by far. It just is. There are other like entities. Of course, we had Will Lee of the Ace League on, but that's not a men's league. That's more of a pro-am.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But if you're talking men's league, probably in Central Florida, GM5 is the most competitive league of that sort that's here. And NWO last season, NWO was probably the worst team in GM5. Now, that's it.
Even more than the church guys?
They were, yeah. NWO were.
Wow.
But
y'all have come a long way.
No, I went to one game, and when I went to the game, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, y'all don't even like each other. I was like, y'all don't even.
It wasn't a talent thing.
It wasn't a talent thing.
The team was just dysfunctional.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
very.
Berg, like you say, Berger got, you know, from last year to this year, they made total changes. I think it's only like one or two guys, PJ being one of them, that's from last year's team on this team. All right, so they revamped the whole entire team, and now they're one of the best teams in the league this year.
Yeah.
WO. So yeah, so shout out to Berger and for them for turning that around.
Yeah, man. Like I said, my boy triple blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's my boy.
Now, when do you plan on making an appearance this year? Because
No.
I do remember you got last year.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm definitely gonna make my appearance, but like
It's a long season, so you got.
and it sounds so crazy though, and it sounds bad, but okay. So I have different things I just be doing.
You got a lot of things.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it is like waking up so early and making it to Seminole County. Like I'm like okay, I'm like 1 minutes away from where I'm at.
That's another thing.
And then I gotta wake.
Park.
Yeah, it's right there in Winter Park. Now just getting into Seminole County. You know what I'm saying? Up so early, and then like okay, bringing the energy that I know I need to bring. So no offense, but that's somewhat of my little excuse. You know
Playoffs, you got to be there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Rocking and rolling.
You got to go for like 1 or 2. When you're playing at 1 or 2 o'clock, not like the 10 or 11 a.m. game.
I seen it was like 9:15. I said, ooh, Bird gonna be mad at me again.
Yeah, no, you got to.
NWO been getting a lot of early games.
Yeah, you got to pick someone.
Hey, come on, you know that, you know what I'm saying. You know I'm a, you know what I'm saying. You know that ain't for you know what I'm saying. We know why we getting early games. You know what I'm saying? These people who probably picking the schedule, they nephews might be artists or something like that. You ain't make the list? Okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna give them an 8:30. Like I don't even know what's going on. Yeah.
No, but that's what's up though, man.
And shout out to Tony, man.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Tony. Shout out to Howard, THP Project.
Yes,
sure,
sir.
Man, for sure. What you want to leave with, man? What you got coming up? I know we got the DJ thing, August 26th.
Yes. So we got the DJ situation going on. We got the nonprofit New West Orlando Foundation. You know what I'm saying? We're doing amazing things with that. Shout out to Orlando Jobs. Shout out to my boy Scott. They got an amazing event coming up on August 10th at the Amway Arena, where they're gonna have like over 1,300 jobs, like over 130 different type of companies. They are doing amazing things, especially for how the city is in the community. Orlando's going through a lot of different changes, stuff like that. And a lot of people could benefit from different jobs to where they might think they're only qualified for certain things, but not even know it's other things out here. So shout out to Orlando Jobs and the amazing things that they got going on. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
That's for sure. Are you a part of that in any kind of way?
I'm not a part of it.
Okay,
as into I'm the friends, family, supporting type of situation. But what I am going to do is I have I'm gonna have I have a podcast, so we're gonna be doing interviews. You know what I'm saying? Situation interviewing a different type of corporations. Shout out to Scott for allowing me to do that. But also too, I'm gonna have a table there, and I'm gonna have a table there where we got an event and like a whole brand coming up. It's gonna be called 6 Degrees of Separation. Okay. So 6 Degrees of Separation is gonna be a networking event that's going to come and turn the city up in a lot of different ways. You know what I'm saying? With a different type of relationships to where now it's not just everybody who's gonna look like certain people. It's gonna be all different type of vibes. So 6 Degrees of Separation. Shout out to my homegirl Michelle Welch. We're gonna be there, and we're gonna be collecting a lot of information and data of a whole networking situation. If somebody don't know what 6 Degrees of Separation mean, you can Google that. You know what I'm saying? And know what that.
The Will Smith movie might pop up, right?
That's
the movie where he kissed that dude. I think that was his.
No,
first. What was that?
That's we talking Pursuit of Happiness?
No, man.
No, he kissed the dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Will Smith do have a movie like 6. Yeah.
Is it Kevin Bacon's like the 6 Degrees of Separation?
Oh,
guy.
That's Kevin Bacon.
Like where you could.
That's Kevin Bacon.
That's what I was.
Yeah,
thinking.
that's what. Facts. Yeah. So it's kind of like a vibe like that. So with all the new people that's moving to Orlando, you know what I'm saying, and all the growth that's coming in, people coming in from Minnesota and Dubai, and real deal sharks who like in the business. You know what I'm saying? Who like, okay, now Orlando got sharks that's coming into the city, like real deal. So now where people from the city and people who's not from the city, we're going to give them a situation and an amazing event to where now they can network and, build businesses and relationships, moving forward. So
and I don't mean to cut you off,
no.
but I really meant to mention this earlier. Are you still going to be a part of that Orlando rap tournament? Or how is that coming along, progressing?
The funny thing is, though, I feel like as into where I got on the entertainment side, I got them on academic probation right now. where like they don't get it. So y'all don't, how like where like, okay, if you got your name on the board in high school or in middle school and you got 3 check marks to where you don't get to go to recess.
Right.
these folks don't get to go to recess right now because they don't know how to act. So since they don't know how to act, y'all gonna sit there in the entertainment world with nobody, you know what I'm saying, pushing the content, and I'm gonna be over here doing these amazing events. And
They piss you off that bad, man.
yeah,
Oh boy.
I know they came at you, but you.
because honestly, tell you the truth, and it sounds so funny, is to where like if you take away, and you know people don't gotta agree with me, but you know it's a fact. In just this summertime, take away my list that I came up with. What has Orlando had to speak about as a whole of the culture of
Hip-hop music?
Yeah, like we had nothing to speak about. Nothing. So if I'm creating this content and just like it's content to where now, okay, DJs can link up with artists and artists can link up with DJs and producers can like, okay, I never heard of this person before. And okay, and you know, having a different situation like that. And then y'all giving me the flack of like, he's causing this problem and he's causing beef. And I'm like, I'm causing beefs. All right, that's the case. Okay, boom. I got a homeless event coming up, boom, on the 10th. All right, yeah. Shout out to Morgan and shout out to. All right, I ain't gonna talk to y'all. All right, so y'all ready yet? No. Okay, cool. So the rap tournament, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Orlando Media Group and Rail and everything like that. We still in discussions and different things like that. But yeah, these folks on academic probation right now with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I know they came at you pretty hard.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, yeah, like, now y'all figure it out. Who else gonna help create the content?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, y'all figure it out. You know what I mean? And then when I look over them, like, okay, they suffered enough. All right, come on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, right now, yeah, we ain't even thinking about them folks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We thinking about the amazing things with the community stuff that's going on. We thinking about the amazing organizations that's doing amazing things. You know what I'm saying? The people like, you know what I'm saying, like Dale, the amazing things he's doing at West Orange High School and his transition from the clubs to the church. You know what I'm saying? Like Los Amelia, what they doing in the Pine Hills. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we're on that. So it says, okay, you can pick and choose who you want to give the spotlight to and the promotion and everything like that to. All right, let's give it to some people who actually really deserve it on this time and not just somebody who said, I got a mixtape coming out on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's hilarious. All right, man. What's your handles?
We mean
IG is
Chapman. Okay, so yeah, I got my Instagram page, I4Chapman. My other business page for the merchandise is New West Orlando. You can see a lot of different vibes like that. The nonprofit is NWO Foundation. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely be on the lookout for all the amazing things we got going on there. My Facebook page, you know what I'm saying? Now that's where all the good, juicy stuff at. You know what I'm saying? Stir the pot. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds just like what it sounds like. Stir the pot. You know what I'm saying? So you can definitely check out all them type of vibes like that for sure.
All right. Well, we'll catch you, man. Appreciate you. We'll catch you guys next week on the Bench Podcast.
I'm open. I appreciate you guys.